in-laws. Good evening, chat. Just wrapping up a conversation we're having in the background. But people should. Stacey might be joining us, might not be joining us. He said he was around his mother's or his mother-in-law's, so he's not sure whether he's going to get back in time. And I don't know whether Smooth was working today or if he's just fallen asleep. It's one of the two. But chat, welcome to the Hump Day Chinwag with me, Tommy, and the panel. And as always, thank you very much indeed for joining us. This is episode 36 already. We were just actually discussing as well. Our first episode for the Hump Day Chinwag was the 3rd of April 2024. Said, yeah. So we need to make sure when it comes round to that, let's have a look. So that would be episode 47 is on the 2nd of the 4th. So I think when we get round to that, seeing as it's a year of Hump Days, we're going to do something special, chat. But it's good to see you all. Good to see you all. We're going to do our usual stuff. We're going to go around the panel, introduce everybody. I'm going to skip Enigma for the time being because he's our special guest. And we're going to jump across. Hold on a minute. Why can't I see everybody else? Add. There's me being a twat.
Time out.
Let's rearrange.
They're really well behaved, quiet in the back, in the wings as well.
Yeah,
they just accepted their fate.
Like, we're going to wait until he notices.
I was thinking of just shouting out "boo" at some point.
I didn't want to interrupt his flow. That was the reason why I was staying quiet. I just didn't want to interrupt his flow.
I need to.
You know, once
Jack,
you stop an old person's flow going.
Has anyone ever told you, Jack, you've got an absolutely massive name?
I mean, the thing is, if people fucking join fucking really late, I'm not going to have time to sort out their pissing names. Do you know what?
I can barely see your chin. There's this big red
fucking
protuberance
wankers.
covering it.
You do it deliberately. You join with like seconds to go, and I'm like fucking flustering now. And then freaking Greg gets on his fucking high horse. What a twat. I mean, I had to sort Greg's out, and all he was moaning about was his arsehole fucking itching for fucking 20 minutes.
No, I said it was a good 1.5 foot long at that point.
Yeah. A good old foot long. Fucking
nice.
Wankers. But yes, language aplenty. This show is all about just swearing, and most of the time it's just taking the piss out of Greg. Who are you? Actually, you're on X, aren't you? Abe's gonna get ya. And then we'll say hello to everybody. What?
Nothing.
Shut up. Dickheads. I tell you, fucking pain in my arses. We're going to go round the hall.
All of them. How many asses have we got?
Quite a few at this rate. That's why I'm sitting on one of these memory foam bum fucking cushions.
I got rid of mine.
Fucking cushion.
Have you got yours? Are you?
I got rid of it. No, because it was putting me too high, and I've been trying to get my seating position right.
Yeah, it was either the cushion or the thing that he uses.
The LED butt plug.
Desk.
Yeah.
Yep. No, it wasn't that.
It fucking was. It was an LED butt plug.
It's one or the other.
¿Por qué no los dos?
You know when you get a
equivalent of
torch and you put it underneath your fingernail and you can see through it. That's what happens to his belly when he gets it up in there.
This LED
is at this
butt
moment,
plug.
Enigma's like, "What did I join? Oh my god!"
Mate. Enigma, you're in for some fun. Greg,
yeah, I'm gonna have to worry about my fantasy football league is but very much like this, so we're good.
Good.
The thing is, Jack, you can always tell when Greg's got his butt plug in because his cheeks go rosy. That's not because his fucking rosy cheeks.
Like a fucking glowworm.
Brightness coming through his body. Look at him right now. He's getting brighter. He is
moving closer to the light.
Fuck off.
Let me get it.
Why? Your
sure
face is
it'll
so
reach.
bright, Greg.
I do blush easily. It's got to be said.
You get closer to the light, Greg, because somehow you age 2 years in one.
Yes.
There you go.
Don't walk into the light, Greg. Don't walk into the light.
Now, ordinarily, we would say anything's a dildo if you're brave enough. But
That's a massive chunk of salt with an electric current. I don't think it'd make a very good one.
It's just a demonstration of
I
how
can't
brave
wait to have a go
Greg
on
is.
one of them. I can't wait to have a go on one of them starships.
yeah.
Maybe if you're an elephant, that would be fun. But...
There we go.
Oh, mate.
Yeah,
Can
you
you
could
imagine?
insert the Enterprise,
imagine?
but horizontally.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Well, while I may not have a trunk, I have an arsehole the size of an elephant's arse, though.
Yeah. Sleeve. It's like the Japanese battle ensign, which is one giant big red spot. Yeah,
So did I, and then I quit GameStop. So I mean, hey.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it. That would do it. Yanni, how are you doing? How's the streaming?
Hello. It's going well. Been going crazy. Made an absolute fool of myself on Castlevania this morning, but I fucking love that game, so I don't care. Just means I get to play it longer. Yeah, going well. Excited to be here.
And do you know, especially for you, anytime that we need to cheer Yanni up over something, do you know what we've got?
I believe in Joe Henry.
Yeah! Yes!
Say his name and he appears.
You know me so well.
I'm gonna start. See, the thing is that during this show, normally we just chat away, we argue a little bit, we discuss things, we point things out, we have a laugh. But we don't have too many little video clips that we can play every now and again. So I'm gonna start ripping out some of the best video clips that we've seen certainly over the last 6 months.
That's great.
And some of them are amazing. Justin Trudeau being ignored at the G7 or whatever it was.
We will always have the return of the sausages.
I've got Return of the Sausages somewhere. So I should be able to.
It's topical as well, isn't it?
Say again.
Topical.
Kind of.
Keir Starmer.
Yeah, well, Queer Starmer.
The Return of the Sausages.
I've got the soundbite. That'll do for now. But Yanni's obviously streaming's coming on really, really well. Rapidly. Have you hit 300 yet?
No, not quite. And let's see, what am I at?
278.
278. Thank you.
Yeah.
And when we hit 300, alleged husband and I will play Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: Shredder's Revenge together as a celebratory.
Right. Okay then. If that's the case,
that's an awesome game.
It's a fucking great game. Yes, agreed.
It's live. So for all those boobs that are in chat, and I know there are some boobage out there, if you haven't subbed to Yanni and you like to watch computer games and you want to see her abuse herself, there's a link. Just make sure you pop across and give us a.
I thought you had to pay premium for that.
She doesn't.
Yeah, that's on. That's on pornandcauldron.com.
Yeah, I was
not
going to say you need to go to the OnlyFans model for that. It's porn and cauldron. You won't.
Some bitch is going to have porn and cauldron on like OnlyFans. How much do you want to bet?
Yeah,
like
some hot witch.
Yeah, right.
Manwitch. That's the alleged username on that site. It's got to be Manwitch.
Oh my god, that'd be hilarious. Anyway, thank you so much.
Manwitch.
Thank you for that.
Manwitch. Oh, fucking love you, Charlie. Do you know what? I'm actually going to have to get my Manwitch and just extract it. While we're talking to Jack, how you doing?
Yes.
Hariyama, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. Like
obviously,
on Saturday we watched Solo Leveling, which is still continuing to be fucking amazing.
It is.
Then I watched episode 1 of Sakamoto Days, which is also fucking funny because everybody on Twitter that just saw the opening was like, it's doomed, it's garbage, it's horrible. As soon as episode 1 dropped, everybody shut the fuck up. It's like, how have we learned that the opening that may or may not be animated at some point for second unit directors to get some experience in may not be representative of the final quality of the product? Who would have known?
Who would have
funked it? Fucking everybody with 2 working brain cells. I mean, to be fair, 75% of Twitter only has 1 working brain cell, if 1 at all.
Yes.
Yeah, and then in the meantime, actually, some gaming happened. Like only 45 hours in 3 days, but never mind that.
45 hours in 3 days.
Yes.
You must have been playing catch up with all the lost hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's gonna continue later.
Just don't overdo it.
There is no such thing as overdoing.
When it comes to hairy enema, there's no chance of him overdoing it.
Yeah, because Greg,
there is no limit.
Yeah, you need to understand, Greg. For me, there is no overdoing playing video games because that's what I was designed to do. I don't break like my hands or my arms just sitting in a chair playing video games. I'm perfectly fine.
Do you know you're a giant?
Also sleep is
a
for the weak.
giant.
Yeah.
You know you're a giant. Can you do me a favor when you get an opportunity? Now, this is going to involve you taking a picture. Now, be very careful what you're pointing it at. But can you do me a favor and just hold a control pad in your hands? I want to see how big your mitts are around this hand. Because the thing is that I find a control pad, and my hands are absolutely tiny. Look, normal hands, normal diddy hands. But if you're like freaking like this all around it, I'm gonna laugh.
It's gonna look like one of those little ones that you get for action figures.
Oh, the funny thing is,
hold on, Yanni's gone a bit blurry.
Look. Oh, gone a bit blurry. Really? Again? Yeah. God damn it!
That's a great potato.
Yeah.
All right.
Enigma's actually been frozen for some time now as well.
Uh-oh.
I think Enigma's still there, though. There he is. There he is.
Yeah, there he is.
Yeah, I've been here the whole time. I'm just...
No, I know you're there, but your camera's frozen.
No?
Huh. Man.
For us, in EV Mux Studio, it's got about one frame every 30 seconds.
Yeah, I won't worry about it too much. It's all good. We can deal with it.
Yeah,
before we, I want if you could take a picture for me and send that would be hilarious.
I mean, the funny thing is, I don't own a controller because I play everything with keyboard and mouse. But I can show you because I have the box standard size gaming mouse. So you know how large that one is. I can show you a side-by-side comparison how big my hand is compared to that tiny ass fucking mouse.
We should also have a banana for scale in the same shot.
I want to see it with the Duke, the old Xbox controller.
Oh yeah, Jesus Christ! The old Xbox controller was massive.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, that one actually fit in my hands.
It didn't fit in mine. Mind you saying that, when did I last play one? Jesus. Was it when I was in the armed forces? So it's been far too long. Far too long.
I mean, then to be fair, you have seen what my closed hand looks like compared to your box standard coffee mug.
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm asking for a freaking picture, not of your cock, but of your hand on a control pad, because you've got giant mitts. I want to just see if you're, if we were to play video games against each other and we're both using control pads, am I going to win because you're like ham-fisted?
I mean, I can look because I have some random ass controller lying around here, but I never fucking used the bloody
That's why
thing.
I like this one. This one's nice and diddy. Like,
but I'm keyboard and mouse guy. I'm playing on a PC. Might as well use the fucking tools.
I mean, the thing is that I play, I would say 99% of my games on keyboard and mouse. I'm just too retarded to actually use controllers these days, especially for shooting games. I'm like, the mouse is so much quicker to lock on, and I just can't understand how people can bloody play them.
Yeah, I think controllers are abysmal for like first-person shooters.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I've never had reason to learn how to use one.
But you've got playing professional level with control pads on these things, and I'm like,
right, I don't get
it. but the games also have
aim
like aim assist and all that bullshit.
Aim assist involved as well, so it's kind of ass.
So that's like how much of their aim is actually skill related and not just the machine being like, oh, there's an enemy, lock on.
Yeah. Before we move over to Greg, just want to play this.
Yep. My manwich.
My manwich.
My manwich.
Oh, I love it. Futurama. I probably spend months just watching start to finish Futurama. There's so many jokes in there that you only get like 5 after the 5th time through. It's like, really? Holy shit. Zap Brannigan is one of my favourite characters of all time. Just the quips he comes out with are just fantastic. Greg, how you doing, brother?
Better. Getting better. Slowly. Very
Slowly
slowly.
and surely. Have you been staying off the PC?
I got to the point where my computer chairs had so much laundry heaped over them that I couldn't actually sit at the desk. It basically turned into a kind of a drift of crap, when you're not using the space and it just fills up with shit.
Yep.
It did that, and that's it's really helped not sit on the computer at all. I haven't even turned it on some days, which is it's upsetting. I want to play.
Yeah.
blame you.
But I mean, literally, if
your health first.
I can feel my fingertips right at the tips are numb now, so it is slowly getting better.
Yeah.
But say, for instance, if I lean forward to run a bath or something like that, or I do anything manual in front of me, then I get pins and needles shooting down here.
Straight down your shoulders.
Yeah, so even when I get feeling back here, I'm going to have to still not play because it's just got to calm down. And my osteopath said it can take months. So,
like I said, you just need to manipulate your shoulder, mate. I mean, certainly that's what I would do. But I'm not a doctor, and I can't advise these things.
But I've been several medical people who have started saying, "Well, we might have to operate," but I don't really want that.
Yeah,
damn it, Jim! I'm an actor, not a doctor.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is that there's the extreme, like they did with mine when I got the nerve damage in my arm, and they literally chopped a lump of bone out. So this arm is actually shorter than this one.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So interesting times, and it did take a bloody long time for the bone to knit. It was fucked. It really was.
Long-ish.
Selling the idea to me. Gotta say.
Yeah. So right ulnar osteotomy. It's supposed to have started knitting together after like 6 weeks, and I think it was 16 before it started properly healing.
God damn.
I mean, I had my arm in cast, and it was plated on the inside, so it wasn't going anywhere. But obviously, it just wasn't fusing together. But sometimes a small amount of surgery just alleviates some of the. It could be anything from debrided tissue that they need to go into your shoulder and just debride some tissue away, get rid of some crap or gristle, just to free up whatever's going on in your shoulder, mate.
Like a bit of Dremel or something there.
Yeah, basically, just chop out, just take it out and clean up the joint, make sure it's all flowing nicely. But I would try and stretch my shoulder out, but don't do it too hard. You bloody dislocate your shoulder.
It's a really simple procedure, really. You could do it yourself. Half an hour.
I reckon you could. Just get a bit of string, wrap it round, and just hang from something high on your shoulder.
Sounds like a good way to cut all the blood off.
No. Abe! How you doing, bro?
Not too bad. Same old.
Have you got your new mic?
No, my mic's died a bit, so I'm having to rely on my webcam's mic at the moment.
Oh, you poor thing.
And the interesting thing is that you're not ducking in and out. You sound a little bit hollow, but you're not doing what you normally do, which is really quiet. And I'm really loud again.
Yeah.
So we're not having that audio ducking issues. So
that's
a bit of shit.
That was probably what was up with your mic in the first place, wasn't it? Why it was doing that?
Yeah, possibly. I mean, I did actually buy that other mic about 10 years ago, and it's been sat in a box ever since. So it's probably not the best.
I mean, when things are left in a box, it's never going to work properly, mate.
Yeah.
It's never going to work properly.
No, you have to keep taking it in and out of the box.
Exactly.
And then
You've got to exercise it.
You can't Schrodinger's microphone.
Exactly.
Schrodinger's microphone. Does it work? Does it not? Can't tell until you speak into it. Mm-hmm. But you've got to demuff it.
Mine's fully muffed.
Is it?
Yeah.
I mean, I've got
my muff.
I've got a nice muff on mine. It's red. I like my little red muff.
Sporty.
I've got a fat muff behind me, actually. See, on the LEDs, I can have a big fat black muff or a skinny, like Brazilian type muff.
I was going to say I've got a thin strip down my one.
I don't have a blue muff somewhere. Oh. I don't know where blue muff is.
You definitely do.
Is that do you lovingly call that your blue waffle?
It is my. Nick was like, "Look at my LEDs. Look at me. I'm spangly." It reminds me of Smurfette, to be honest. So that's why I don't put it there. I'll be tempted just to eat it or something. But There you go. Enigma, welcome. So tonight's special guest is Enigma, joining us from YouTube and Twitter, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube. Streamer extraordinaire. And had great pleasure actually watching a lot of Diablo 4 content. So how you doing, brother? It's good to see you.
I'm a box of fluffy ducks. Thanks for inviting me on. I appreciate it.
No, you're more than welcome. As soon as Yanni turned around and said, "Do you reckon we speak to Enigma and see if he wants to come on?" I'm like, I had exactly the same idea. It's like, yes, because I was just about to do exactly the same thing, and then obviously she reached out and it was great.
I'm glad it worked out.
It's obviously good to get you on the show. We always like having special guests on the show, especially from a kind of like open your eyes to what we do. Some streamers you might not have come across, some members of the community that you might not have come across as well. So it's just good opportunity to have a good chinwag, a good laugh. And like I say to all of the special guests, nothing's ever off limits. Feel free to take the piss. Feel free to swear. All that good stuff. And yeah, I'm sure we're going to have a fairly good stream, actually. A fairly good stream. We've got plenty of time.
I came across a streamer the other day. I mean, there was like just over 1,000 other blokes there as well, and they all came across.
Do you know what? We were actually.
That was going. I knew it.
We were on Twitter just before we joined the stream, and that silly bint was walking around the streets of whatever hole she's in with a face full of jizz.
Yeah, I saw that too.
And I'm like, what a freaking slag. And I don't hand out these words lightly, but what a fucking slag.
Yeah.
But in her defense, it was her gay friend who farted.
Yeah, I mean, it is true. It is true.
Yeah. She's just jealous of that Australian chick, right? That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't even know. I can't even remember what the Australian chick is called, but I bet she's like
Jacinda Ardern
as well.
No, that's New Zealand.
She's New Zealand.
Yeah.
Is that the same chick who I saw a video? She recently went into Five Guys and like, oh my god, the poor dude at the cash register. Yeah.
Yeah.
That poor fucker.
Yep. An honest to God Christian, God-fearing man behind the counter, and then you've got this
Jezebel.
I was going to be polite and just call her a slapper.
The whole Babylon.
No. You know exactly what she is. She's a nasty bitch.
There it is.
We're going to have to blurb it. We're going to have to blurb it.
I've been trying to blurp it, but I'm too fucking retarded.
Minutes. 25 minutes into the stream, I'll blurb it. I just need to make a note somewhere. Shit.
Me or the PS5?
Yeah.
Fucking Ryan Roger Athay over here doing bookmarks.
Timestamp.
I never normally
I did that
do.
Last time.
Bless him, Ryan, for a solid 20 minutes.
What?
Oh, mate.
25:39.
Ryan's fantastic, but
he's great. I love him.
Ridiculous with his timestamps. So when they come naturally to a pause or a stop in the conversation of whatever topic, he will timestamp. He goes, and I ran that to 52 minutes exactly. Brilliant. I love Ryan.
Brilliant.
I love him. He is hilarious.
Organised.
Oh my gosh.
Yes,
indeed.
He is. And to be honest, it's one of the things I definitely need to improve upon myself, because when it comes to streaming, especially podcasts and things like that, what we should be doing is adding some timestamps after the fact of specific moments throughout the stream, because people might not necessarily want to hear us waffle on for an hour, which is usual for an intro, before we actually start talking about topics. But it's often the fun bit of abusing Greg at the start.
It's not compulsory, you know.
I know it's not compulsory, but at this point in time, it just feels mandatory, and it's like, it's fun. It keeps us all awake. But we've said hello to everybody in the panel. Let's say hello to everybody in the chat. We are 26 minutes and 59 seconds into the stream. 63 messages so far. Legatus! How you doing, brother? It's good to see you. Good to see you. I almost said the electric goat. So Eclectic Goat has her Slice and Dice stream bang on after this. Now, what I think happened last time, Eclectic was struggling to start her stream, and I think it was because the Hump Day Chinwag had overrun. So I think EV Marks can only output from one particular person's account, one stream at any one time, kind of thing. So what we're going to do is make sure we end this stream 10 minutes before 2300 so we don't impact Eclectic. But it's good to see you, my friend. Good to see you. Ben Dover, it's good to see you as well. Welcome. I hope you're doing well, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Steel Leg of History. Tommy, hello. How are you doing today? Be blessed. We'll be listening while I rest. I reopened my wound on my stump, so trying to rest before my physical therapy tomorrow. Oh, bless your heart, mate. Well, rest up. Make sure that you're not exerting yourself, especially with the weather the way it is, because no doubt it's going to cause you a lot of pain, mate. So look after yourself. David Morris is in chat as well. Good to see you, my friend. Smoo is not there. That was me talking to everybody else, but it goes out via Smooth's channel. Let's skip through. Eclectic Robert Harvey. Hello, Peebles. Good to see you, my friend. It's good to see you. Uncle Martin with the mountain bike. Hail, brother. Good to see you. We were playing Marvel's Rivals the other day, yesterday. Was Tuesday yesterday? Yeah, it was. Yeah. This is Wednesday.
Yeah, what the fuck is up with that? I thought it was Thursday she did the team play gameplay thing.
So there's 2 days a week. So team play Tuesday, team play Thursday, but the team play Thursdays are rotated. Community gets involved as well, and we cycle through from. Well, we got 3 games now. We got Party Animals, Don't Starve, and Marvel's Rivals, depending on what people want to play. But Tuesday's always been Team Play Tuesday. Back when me, DB, Smoo, and Heretical Nerd were playing. Yeah. But we're back tomorrow playing games. Daily Dysfunction just comes in smiling, laughing. Good to see you. Good to see you. And yeah, on our next message, salute and hugs.
Yay.
Nice. Grizzled Entertainment. Yep, it's the butt plug. Dun dun dun. Yes, it is Greg's butt plug.
No, it's not.
It's
just a salt lamp.
A fucking salt lamp.
Mm-hmm. That goes up the bum.
That's what they call those nowadays.
Yeah. Galadorn's in the house as well. How you doing, Galadorn? Good to see you. Everyone saying hello to Enigma as well, which is good to see. Thank you very much indeed, guys. Some Go Ninja Go. If I threw us into the other channel, you could actually play blurbs, but might interrupt us a bit too much. Tracy Reeves, good to see you, my friend. I hope you're doing well. I'm not sure I've seen you since Christmas, actually. So if that's the case,
yeah, it has been a while.
Happy New Year, brother. It's good to see you, my friend. Dawn of Mutilation. Hell, how you doing? Robert Harvey, abuse herself, language, Tomby language. I'd never worry about my language. Jesus Christ. 1, I'm British, and 2, I'm ex-armed forces, and that combination alone is just, you're in for...
It's license to swear.
It is. It's basically carte blanche of, guess what?
Practically mandatory.
Yeah, basically. And guess who? There's a special lady in chat, Magitech Mags.
It's Mags.
How you doing, Mags?
Hello.
Love you, Mags.
Hello. Hope you're doing well. It's good to see you, Mags. Yeah. It's good to see ya. Good to see ya. Psychotic Mongoose as well. Good to see you, my friend. Hope you're doing well. Lord Thoth. Good to see you, mate.
How you doing, mate?
How you doing?
Good to see you.
Skipping through, looking for those new names in the chat. Lady Runesong has joined us as well. Evening. Good to see you, Lady Runesong. Hope you're doing well. We've also got East Rhoda, who joined us last week for his birthday and ended up feeling ill, getting flu via the interwebs. Bless his heart. It's good to see you, mate. Midget is also... so, Midget's the son, so he kept on getting a load of freaking abuse from people because his YouTube name was Midget. That's so derogatory. And I'm like, well, just leave it as is. Fuck him. But he's updated it to save the abuse now. I did need to point out the fact that he is technically a midget because he's only like 4'10". So he's short, so it's not wrong.
He's taller than you. Wow.
Yeah, by a good 2 foot, mate. By a good 2 foot.
Does that technically qualify as midget? I can't remember where the
4'10" is
4'10"? Okay.
classified as dwarfism.
Okay.
I think that's the top end is 4'10".
So you're really right down there with the gnomes.
Yeah, that's. Why do you think I always refer to myself as a hobbit?
Mr. Frodo.
Because you have hairy feet.
Oh,
Gnome.
I could prove it, but I might end up turning people on too much. So that's what OnlyFans is about.
Only
Yeah, that's right.
puppies.
He's got a ring that makes people disappear.
Yes, I've got a magic ring. And Jack's,
You know, it's
Jack's got
it's
a
funny.
magic torch.
I have a friend here she's sub 5 foot, 5 feet tall, and I call her name's Debbie, and I call her Little Debbie because we have the snack cake brand here, Little Debbie.
Yeah.
And she gets so pissed when I call her that.
Oh no.
She hates it.
I suppose the question is, if you're calling her Little Debbie, have you ever actually called her a Twinkie or something? Because
No,
I assume cake bars are all kind of like the same. Little Debbie makes cake bars.
You know, Twinkies are long, things with cream in them. So I'd assume that's more of a guy thing than it would be a girl thing.
Well, I've never actually had one to compare it. So I'll fall on the Americans. I haven't had one, Jack. I've never had one.
No way. Twinkies are the best, man.
Oh gosh. I would go to the store and get like a box of Twinkies, like, oh my god, Twinkies are so good, and then I eat one and go, oh god, why did I buy this whole fucking box of Twinkies?
Right, exactly.
Instant regret.
Instant regret.
Exactly.
This is another one of those things that we're gonna obviously sample when we go across to the States in May, because
Are they still making Twinkies though? Didn't I hear
I
something?
don't know.
about internet?
Hostess, I'm sure. What was that?
I know the
film?
answer.
Zombieland.
Zombieland,
Hostess-
exactly.
Hostess did go out of business, but they were purchased by another company, and you can still buy Twinkies and cupcakes and ding dongs and the rest of the shit that they make.
He's
Ding
on
But
it.
it wouldn't matter
Okay.
anyway because, there's got to be a massive stockpile of them somewhere and they'll last forever. The amount of
Literally.
preservatives that are in them.
Okay, never mind. So,
Yeah,
okay,
not
you
a
can have
single-
Twinkies when you come over. Never mind.
Not a single natural ingredient in them.
No.
Yeah. And doesn't the chap in Die Hard, the copper, rattle off all the ingredients?
Yes.
They're for my wife? Sure. Kind of thing.
Officer Carl Winslow from Family Matters was...
Yep.
him. I love Die
Yeah.
Hard, my favorite Christmas movie.
Yeah,
Hell
it is.
yeah.
Yep.
It is. And it is a Christmas movie. If anybody disagrees, I will fight you on it because I have got the concrete proof to say it's a Christmas movie. Just carrying on with the chat. Rick, hey, brother. She's the purest definition of twat waffle. Yes.
Yes.
She is a hoe bag and a twat waffle. Willem's in the chat as well. Willem was playing with us the old Marvel Rivals on Tuesday. And he occasionally joins us on the streams on Thursdays. Another chap, another streamer, and good friend. I actually work with him anyway. So, Willem, you've got the ability. So, any of the wrenches in chat, if you're a streamer or creator, just drop your links in chat as you come in and say hello to everybody, and I'll flash it up on screen, as in your link. I'm not going to flash that up. It's too small anyway. Skipping Dune.
Zoom
Who have we
camera.
missed? So again,
You've got a zoom on your camera.
it's not got fucking infinite zoom, mate.
Oh.
Shit the bed. Oh, Jesus Christ. Wait to fucking put me on the spot, bastards. John Richards, good to see you, brother. Good to see you. I've got something I do have something to share and show you in a minute, which is kind of cool. It's not a penis, which is fine, and it's
tra-la-la.
not tits or bobs or vagine. Hayden Wayne as well. Hayden Wayne of 75. How you doing, brothers? Good to see you. We've also got Foxtrot Echo. What's up, Buttercup? Indeed, what is up? And Mags just with a smiley face. It's good to see you, Mags. It's good to see you. You need a big fat hug from chat. That's what you need. A big fat hug from the chat. Right, okay, let's skip through. Davyverse. Hail gay boys, hail Muppets. Well, clearly he's talking to Abe and Greg. And he's not talking to anybody else on the chat. But good to see you,
I'm a homo
Davyverse.
too.
Take it, mate.
What?
I thought you were a black lesbian woman.
Still gay.
Oh yeah, I'm still doing that bit, ain't I?
Yeah.
Oh, right, yeah. I forgot about it.
I mean, come on, you've got to have the consistency, Jack.
It's
He
fine.
changed his
I've been off the
internet.
internet too long. Sorry.
I don't know.
fluid,
Did you
okay?
say you're
Gender fluid.
neurodivergent and
He's-
schizophrenic and
He's
just
trans and in a wheelchair
I
as
take,
well.
I take,
swap personalities as
I
necessary?
take offence at using that term, neurodivergent.
Oh god.
Only because I am. Fuck it.
Right.
Do you know what? It pisses me off. They just changed the fucking DSM bloody terms fucking willy-nilly anyway. Bunch of twat.
Neuro
Yeah.
superior.
We do.
Say again.
Neuro superior.
Yes. That's how I feel most of the time. It might not come across that way.
Is that like
You
a
see, we used
Magneto
to
thing?
call.
Yeah,
It is a
that's
magnet.
what I was thinking. Sounds like you're an
I
X-Man.
was thinking.
It is. I am the X-Man. I
The
am
autistic.
We used to just
autistic
call him
Magneto.
You're fucking mental, mate. Yeah, basically.
Right, you're fucking cool,
Right.
mate.
Shut-
You
It used to
fucking
be-
devil, Sammy love.
It always used to be, you're fucking mental. You're a bit spactarded. You know?
Yeah.
Fucking,
Zombie's
you know what?
X-Men name is Spasticus Autisticus.
Spasticus autisticus. But the thing is, we need to bring back words like spactarded. Because the Americans are probably thinking, what the fuck? Spactarded. And then they have to work it out. And
I had a
us
problem
Brits-
with that. A little penicillin knocked it right out.
Yeah. It's amazing what penicillin cures. But we got Bishop's opening in chat. Wave, hail all. Good to see you, Bishop. It's good to see you, my friend. Tomby's cam is at max zoom to be able to see him anyway. Yeah, because I'm just so small. Oh, hey, Coscos. Coscos has just come in. Chaos Kitty. Crimson Shadow as well. Good to see you, even in Muppets.
Yay.
Pete, the heretical nerd, as well. Make sure you pop across to Pete and sub to Pete. Skip through. We've caught up, almost caught up. We're 1 minute behind. Dennis Game. Freaking hell, Cosmo, sort your fucking life out, mate. He's freaking jumped down. Now he's fucking back off on the lift, on the bloody roof of the garage. Twat.
What you fucking doing, Cosmo?
mate.
You cunt.
I know,
Slag.
tell me about it. I need another cup of tea. That's what it is. I wonder what the
Oh
wife
yeah,
is doing.
I've nearly got to the end of mine now, and I was thinking, shit, that didn't last
Yeah.
long. It
I'm
was
gonna-
red
I'm gonna-
hot.
My
It's
cock.
too
I'm
hot to drink, and it's nearly
Come on
gone.
to my water.
Yeah. I'm going to cry at some point because mine's almost gone. But Dennis M Gaming as well. Hey up, peeps. How you doing? He's Dutch friend, lives over in America. Good streamer, good content creator. Make sure you subscribe to Dennis. Dennis, drop your links in chat. I know you can do. Galadorn says, I'd cast Tomby as Puck in Alpha Fight. Yes. Yes. That'd be good. That'd be good. And Jonathan Stevie, back from break. Hell, fuckers. And with that, we are caught up with chat and at a solid 40 minutes and 40 seconds.
Really?
Not fucking,
Really?
It's an homage. It's an homage.
It is.
Fucking really?
Paying respects.
he's paying respect. I
If you want to pay respects, just type F in chat for fuck's sake.
Jack, I was going to say, it's paying my respects to my elders because Ryan.
Not though. He's not. Come on. I mean, that's not doing him very. Come on, mate. He's 25.
Ryan is the oldest looking motherfucker this side of the fucking country.
Like genuinely, when I went on his show, we were talking, and he said he was 24, and I'd heard him say that he was 24 at the time, like a couple of times before. And then he said it this time, and because I thought it was like a running joke sort of thing. He was like trying to make himself seem younger than he was. And he said, no, I says, fuck off, mate, you're not 24. He's like, no, I genuinely am. I was like,
fucking hell.
You know, he's always, you know how sometimes babies will look like old men? I think he's just always, he didn't grow out of that like most babies do. He just stayed that way, and he always behaved like he's 40. Like he's just...
He is Benjamin Button.
Always been that
I
way.
was gonna say it's Benjamin Button.
Yes! Yes!
Bless you. Chat, don't get us wrong.
John's probably dying right now.
we absolutely love Ryan to bits. He's a
all
really
Totally.
good channel friend to all of us. Most of us have been on his channel. And certainly you should check out Ryan's channel. We'll drop links into chat in a second.
He's got some great shows.
But
Yeah.
fucking poor bastard. I mean, shit, he had a fucking hard paper round. I mean, look at him.
Yeah, I mean, those are flat out city years he's carrying on him there, aren't they?
Oh,
It's the
He's
way he
leaning into it.
behaves and like the way he dresses. I mean, the hat, the
Yeah.
beard, glasses. Like,
Yeah.
is that a fucking
Somewhere in a
cardigan?
dusty
Old man
attic.
cardigan?
No, I said it's
Somewhere in a
house
dusty
coat.
attic. Somewhere in a dusty attic, there's a picture of him getting younger.
Yeah, but yeah, you know the funny bit, right?
reference.
Yeah, but you know the funny bit, right? He looks old now, but like if he gets older, he's just gonna look the fucking same.
Yeah, he's playing
Exactly.
the long
He's
game.
gonna look
Yeah.
this way until his dying day. Like he's gonna
Yep.
be 80 and he's gonna look just like this, and then
Yeah,
yeah,
see, to
be
me-
jealous.
He looks like Seth Rogen, though. So I mean, I don't know if that's a good thing.
Uh-oh.
How dare you? How dare you? Poor Ryan didn't deserve that one.
yeah, I will actually say, oops, wrong link. Oops, wrong link. Here it is. Because that was Will of the Fans, another good friend of the channel. So there's Ryan's proper link, guys. Hit that one.
Yay.
Yeah, I wouldn't say he's looking like Seth Rogen, because Seth Rogen's one of those people that you just want to punch him no matter what he's talking about, what he's doing.
Yeah.
He's got a face like a catcher's mitt. That's what I say.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, definitely.
He's a Mick Hutchins.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is, you can allow Mick Hutchins to actually do some stuff. Whereas Seth Rogen, you know, the anything that comes out of his mouth is just going to be physically retarded, and it's probably going to be weed related.
And it'll be followed by that stupid fucking laugh.
Just want to freaking kick him in the cunt.
Seth Rogen literally has a face like a phone book. You want to slap it open, you slap it closed, and in the meantime, you slap it in between.
For the young people in the audience, a phone book is what we used to use to look up phone numbers for the internet.
Don't worry, Nick.
Oh my
There's
God,
no young
we gotta
people
do
watching
that
this.
now.
Do you know what's actually really funny is sticking a rotary dial telephone in front of youngsters and ask them to make a phone call.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're looking at it as if to say they're literally pressing the numbers
Yep.
in the holes rather than
Yep.
round.
Oh my god, I literally did that when I was
used to have a
little.
green
I had
one.
to go I had to make a phone call to a friend, and we were at my grandmother's house, and my mom told me, "Oh, go use the phone in the back in grandma's room." And so I did. I went back there and I stared at it, and I couldn't figure out how to use the damn phone. And so I came back out sheepishly, like, "How do I make a phone call using that?"
Holy shit! Obviously, thank you very much.
I will never-
for sharing that.
Yep. And you know this will never. I will never let you live that down. You know that, right?
No, but to be fair, I was like, I don't know, what, 4 or 5 or something like that. Like I was really little
Oh,
at the
bless
time,
ya.
and I didn't. I was not familiar with it. So yeah, I did do the
Okay.
touching the
That's-
numbers, and I had no idea.
We can let you off for that. We
Yeah.
can let you off.
Okay.
I was a little kid.
Yeah. I was about to say, because if you were anywhere older than like 12, 13, you would have been fucking.
Oh
I
no,
never-
absolutely. I was not older. Obviously, I know now, but yeah, when I was a little kid, I had never seen a rotary phone before. Oh no.
Yep.
What about a phone booth?
Can you text?
Fucking Jesus! Can you text on that phone? What the
Fuck.
Oh my
fucking
god.
Jesus?
Yeah, but if you want to take 5.5 hours to say hello, sure, go ahead.
Yep.
Right,
Yep.
exactly. Having to press the one
Fucking
button
Morse
3
code would be
times.
faster.
Yeah.
You don't
Carrier
put-
pigeon.
Yeah,
Carrier
training a
pigeon.
carrier pigeon.
Smoke
would be
signal.
Do you know what? Not
Send
even
a
a carrier
raven.
pigeon. You could fundamentally, no word of a lie. You could record something on your computer, put it on a USB stick, stick it in the freaking post, wait for it to go 3 different countries, and wait for the person to play it out, and it will still be faster than this. Bless her.
Probably, yes.
And for the
Bless
young'uns in the audience, as Enigma just asked as well, what about a phone booth? A phone booth is the thing that they're putting all the defibrillators in now.
Yeah, they're making use of them, and ideally, they also want to stop the hobos pissing and shitting in them, because that's generally what
even
happens
back in the
UK.
80s and 70s, they were doing that.
Oh,
anyway.
they were doing that
Oh,
irrespective. I mean, they were a hobo hideout.
Oh, yeah,
In
where
one
you
of
just
our
shoot up for a
villages,
second.
they've turned one into like a book pickup and drop off place. So you just
That's a
swap
good idea
books.
of reusing it, and certainly that should be supported. But no doubt, if someone got wind of it, they'll just set fire to it because you know what some scrotes are like.
Yeah, they just.
They
rip
don't
out all the
like
phones
books,
here.
can't read books, can't put book on TV.
Over that, or they
Actu-
just piss all over them so no one can read them.
Actually, British Telecom started. They noticed the fact that people didn't know what phone boxes were, and so on the side of the phone box, they started putting something like "Born after 2005." This is a phone booth.
Fucking embarrassing, though, isn't it? I mean, let's face it.
Oh, it's bad. Well, just the
looking
fact
for-
that, check ID to see if you can drink yet. Oh, I see the 1, I see the 19 at the beginning of your birth year. Like, that was already hard enough. And it just gets worse and worse and worse.
Yep.
I still get carded when I go get, bourbon or wine, and I just look at the kid who's doing it and going, I'm old enough to be your dad.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what? The last time I got asked for ID, I was 13, because I was
Really?
always
What?
that. I was always that older looking kid that had the goatee beard at the age of 13, and
Oh.
the amount of times they turned around to me at school and said, "You're gonna have to shave that off," and I'm like, "No, get fucked."
Oh my
So
God.
yeah, I was always
Yep.
buying the cigarettes, always buying the alcohol. I mean, I had no problem buying alcohol at the age of 15. I mean, some of the greengrocers that were around my estate when I was growing up, they didn't give a shit anyway. Oh, yes, you look old enough, and it'll just give you 5 litres of cider, because that's
I was
pretty
going to
much
say, was it a big ass bottle of cheap ass cider?
Mate,
White Lightning, Diamond
White
White.
Lightning, Omega.
Jack.
I feel
Mate,
sick just
it's-
thinking about it.
Do you know what?
I'm
I
drinking
We've all
White
been there.
Jack.
That's the thing. It must be a British male rite of passage.
It is.
Teenage.
Obviously, Abe is still there, but
Yeah.
the rest of us
Yeah.
moved on.
I'm literally drinking Frosty Jacks right now.
Yeah, but the thing is, Frosty Jacks you can actually stomach. But the problem is that this stuff was literally paint stripper. You
Yeah.
had to add blackcurrant to it just to disguise some of the flavour, because it was chemical
awful.
brew. It was pure chemical brew, and if you end up freaking boffing later, it tastes exactly the same coming out as it does going in. And
Oh my God.
it's just horrific, absolutely horrific drink. Not recommended. High percentage on it. Disgusting flavour. And we all swigged it like it was apple juice because we thought we were well
It
hard.
was cheap as shit, though. That's why.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I was going to say.
£1.89 for 2 litres.
Step up from paint stripper.
So for us, back when we were kids, we'd have very limited access to money. Obviously, especially if you grew up on a council estate, that sort of thing. But maybe you had a fiver, or maybe a bunch of you sort of like clubbed together to get this £2 together. And then you'd stand outside the shop, and you'd have to wait for someone and you'd be standing
All in
there and
change,
go,
yeah?
what about him? What about him?
Well,
Nah, he ain't going to do it for us, mate. No,
He knows
he's
my
gonna glass
dad.
us up,
He won't
is.
do it. He knows my dad.
Excuse
We'll
me,
play dance together on a Thursday. It won't work.
Can you buy us some booze? And they're like, fuck off, little cunt.
Yeah.
But the thing
How old
is,
are you?
you look at it back then, and it was like £1.80. I still remember paying £1.87 for a 2 litre bottle of Omega.
Wow.
And it was something like 97 pence for 10 Lambert and Butler. And it was like, holy shit, they were the days.
Can you remember when you used to be able to buy a pack of 10 Sovereign for like £2?
Yeah. Yeah.
They
that was
don't
a
even do
lifetime
10
ago.
packs anymore.
No, 10 packs. The 10 packs went out.
Yeah.
It
Well,
sounds like you guys are taking
years ago?
Tampax
You can't
like the
get 10
tampon.
packs, but you can smoke 10 packs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
But I guess, do you get 10 packs in America?
Wait, did he just say Tampax?
Right,
he
we
is-
get
he is-
yes, we get Tampax in America, but those are the ones that go up the
No.
hoo-ha.
I think
Yeah.
we're losing a bit in translation here. The question is,
Yes.
a 10 pack in the UK, which they've banned now, is a half pack of cigarettes. 10 cigarettes rather than 20. Do you get those in
do you know
America?
Do you know where the loss of? I'm just going to interrupt before our American panelists answer. The loss in translation was between you and Abe, actually, because Abe did say smoke a Tampax.
Oh, his mic's so shit I couldn't understand him.
All right, I thought it was just your old age.
No, it's
He's got a Tampax in his mouth as well.
Yeah.
It looks like Smooth just woke up. Bless him.
Look, I've accepted the fact I have to say schedule instead of schedule. Okay, I can accept that. But
Hold on a minute.
To say tampon when we're talking about cigarettes.
Thank you.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Let's say hello to brother Smooth. How you doing, brother?
Doing good. How about you guys?
Yeah, living the dream.
Yes.
Long day. It's been a long day. But I also have a little. I don't know if you saw this earlier. I did this little thing, yeah.
Yes.
There's been some memes made already, Smoo. I'm sorry.
I bet there was.
They may or may not pop up on screen at some point.
It was only in Discord. I didn't want to put that on Twitter.
Yeah. And I'm not sorry.
No, I mean the thing is that these are actually in good spirit.
What you should have done is pass it around beforehand and say homework is everyone turn up with a caption on this.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I'm okay with that one.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly what I thought. These are all safe because you know full well if Stacey Queef got hold of it, and it was me and Rachel.
Oh no, he would.
I'm not kidding, right? He sent me earlier on a 16-chapter fucking novel with me as a character in it.
No,
holy shit!
Greg,
okay.
Is he okay?
What the fuck?
I mean, 16. Hold on a minute. Did he chat GPT the shit out?
I think you must have. Yeah.
Something.
Chronicles of Conan, chapter 16. It goes up to.
Yeah, I'm in it as well.
I've not read it.
Oh, excellent.
Yeah, because I literally saw it before coming on here, and I was like, "What the fuck?"
I bet some degree of gay butt sex goes on in it because it sounds like something gay butt sex would happen.
Abe, have you read it?
Yes.
Should I be worried?
No, I'd like to say you're actually the hero of the story. Dan's the villain.
Oh!
Oh, there's a
So
surprise.
most people know that.
And I take exception to that remark.
Yes.
Most people know I'm going over to America in May, and whilst we were talking about phone booths, we're going to be traveling down a bit of the coast at some point, and there was actually a pub just here that we were going to stop at, and on the inside there is a telephone box.
Oh, look at that! British telephone box too.
Yeah.
Doesn't Doctor Who go in that?
He does.
No, that was a police box.
Well, it was technically a police box. It was definitely a retardis.
Yep.
I mean,
the police boxes used to have police-only phones, so they would use them for their own communications. It was an offence to go in and use one, and if you took a shit in one, they'd really complain about it.
But it is still
the retardis is bigger on the outside and smaller on the inside.
Smaller on the inside. So you go in and compress.
That's true.
The thing is, it's still law in the UK that if a pregnant woman needs to go for a wee and there is a policeman with the pointy hat, she can legally ask him to borrow his hat for a wee.
Stop! Shut up! Really?
Yeah, no, the tip.
Yep,
you know the tip one, the bucket hat.
The bucket hat.
The one that looks like
was
a
that
tip.
introduced because of like cricket's a really long game?
That
I think it was something to do with a 5-day cricket match.
No one understands cricket.
Oh my god! I am like seriously. I'm gonna get knocked up and then come over and do that just so I can have that excuse.
Skill.
I did. You reminded me. I did actually throw up on a policeman once.
Oh.
Yeah, but Yarnwich, you need to get an actual real life husband first.
Yeah, I mean, there is that element of needing to play a game of hide the sausage for a couple of times.
Jesus Christ!
The return of the sausages.
The return of the sausages.
The return of the
sausages. Shut up, silly woman.
And he just texted me, and he's like, "How's the podcast?"
It's going well. So far, he's
in your head.
You know that mess. You know she sent that message to herself. I mean, about 10 minutes ago. She probably delayed send.
Allegedly.
Don't give away my secrets. Shut the fuck
Fuck.
up, man.
Okay, sorry.
The second account with the Joe Henry profile pic.
Yeah, she's botting on the second account.
I was hoping we would escape that for one day.
Yeah.
Guys, stop giving away my secrets. Come on. Jesus.
Come on, what?
I don't know what you mean.
Shut the fuck up.
I wish I had a funny top story.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm going to go and get some tea, so I'll be back-ish.
So you're going for an old man's piss first?
I don't need to go right now, actually. I'm good.
Okay. Don't forget you have to take your headset off.
But basically, when I do, I just go for an old man's everything because I'm old. So, everything, it just goes without saying now.
You're certainly 2 years older.
Yeah.
Yep.
And in your old age, just remember that you've got to take your headset off because it is attached.
I will. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Don't try walking off of it.
See you in a minute.
See you in a minute.
Let's see now.
Wolfie!
I am listening.
No, he's fucking senile as fuck. Go away.
I said I'm listening!
Go away now.
Go away now.
Go away now.
And we got Vordy as well. What? No raid bottle? Yes. Anybody that plays World of Warcraft or MMOs or Final Fantasy 14 stuck in a raid for hours knows full well that you need to have a bottle with you just in case.
Just in case.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I gotta go.
Yeah.
I sit on a commode.
Do you? Why would you sit on a Komodo dragon?
It works too.
No.
I mean, they're nasty bastards.
Too sharp and spiky, then.
Yeah, I was going to say, they are nasty bastards, though. I mean, most times, freaking animals die just from their bites because there's so many bugs and bacteria in their gobs. Disgusting.
Komodo dragons will fucking eat you, man.
Oh,
they're
yeah.
dangerous bastards.
Quite happily. Lucky enough, they're not as fast as you think, but they're not. They're certainly not slow. So if you're a bit of a fatty, rule number 2, cardio.
Just remember they have 2 more legs than you do.
They do.
Yes.
You only need 1 good leg to kick them.
I just borrow one of Steelix's legs.
Football punt and just be like,
yeah, just borrow Steel Leg's working leg.
Robert, may I? No, Snow. Okay, I take that as a yes then.
Steel, whichever leg you pick off Steel Leg, bless him, is fucked either way.
Exactly.
I mean, take his fucking fake leg and he's just hopping along. Yeah, Komodo Dragon's got him. Take his real leg, Komodo Dragon's got him. It's like, fuck it. Oh, yeah, can you imagine fucking Steel Leg using that leg as a batarang? Just woof, 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 through the air.
That's his superhero.
The Aussies will be very jealous about that, I'll tell you. They would be very jealous.
Captain Leg Boomerang?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be amazing.
Legarang.
The Legarang.
Legarang, yes. Captain Legarang.
No, you just bait the Komodo dragon to bite the fake leg and then just stomp on it.
I mean, yeah, that's a valid strat too. Yeah.
I certainly would. I'm just telling you the fuck. Get it? Wait. Okay.
I wouldn't even be there. I'd be fucking gone. They'd be like, yeah, it's a big fucking lizard. Okay, not going.
Yep, that's fair.
I'm out.
Imagine the barbecue later, though. Fucking dragon.
You're going to eat a Komodo dragon on a barbecue. Get fucked.
That's why I always said I'll never go to Australia or Azkaban, because everything in that country is out to fucking kill you. Everything.
It is.
Yes.
They've literally just scientists have just discovered a brand new variation of funnel web spider that's bigger and more venomous.
Holy shit!
Yay!
Thanks, Australia.
Australia just seems to be in this constant flux of evolution where everything's just one-upping the last thing that's been discovered. It's like, yeah, fucking calm your tits, bro. I'm fucking stronger.
Congratulations. You found another thing that may or may not kill you.
Yeah.
Thanks, Australia.
Thanks, Australia.
Yeah, I was talking to an Australian guy on Twitter once. This is several years ago, and we were kind of trading barbs because about he was talking about gun violence in the U.S. and I was like, well, fuck you, dude. You got snakes in your front yard that can kill you just by going to check your mail.
Yes.
And he goes, "It's really not as bad as you think it is." I said, "Well, neither's the gun violence here."
Exactly. Yes, thank you. Yes, that's perfect.
I'm actually gonna bring that up actually. Biggest ever male funnel web spider confirmed to be new species. Holy shit!
And how big is it?
That looks like the symbiote spider.
First there was Colossus, then Hercules, now Thor. A funnel web spider recently captured in Sydney is the biggest male ever recorded, measuring 9 centimeters foot to foot.
Oh, fucking 9 centimeters.
What do you mean?
I mean, that's not massive.
3.6
I mean,
inches.
that's a man's 3 inch. So that's it's about 20.
What do you mean 9 centimeters isn't
it's
massive?
about 20 inches for a man. But
the thing is, massive.
That
you got to understand is
bird-eating spiders are out there. Those things are huge.
That's a funnel web spider. It's not tarantula or anything like that. Tarantulas are a giant breed of spiders. This is a funnel web, which are not supposed to be big, and it's a huge fucker.
I mean, that's pretty okay. There are too many jokes. Never mind. I'm gonna shut up right now.
Right, let's swap these things around. Right, there we go. So biggest ever funnel web. 9 centimeters foot to toe has been confirmed as a new species, nicknamed Hemsworth after the actor. Oh, Liam should be so proud.
Oh, I can tell. Look at his washboard chest there.
Now lives in an Australian reptile park. I bet the fucking reptiles are all pissed off. It's like, oh, fuck.
They're just gonna eat it.
To deal with. Fuck.
They're just gonna eat it.
For the record, a bird-eating spider is about 12 inches in length, so that's much
it's the size
bigger.
of a plate, isn't it?
Yeah, it's
reasonable.
Yeah. Well, they eat frickin' birds.
Yeah, I mean, you look at camel spiders. Camel spiders are not small. I mean, they can get up. I'm sure we were seeing them up to 30 centimeters in length.
But here's the funny thing about it: the bigger the spider, the less you have to fear it.
Yeah,
it's the little ones you got to watch out for.
The little ones are the shitters because they've got to obviously pack a punch behind anything in order to kill stuff.
Same thing applies to dogs.
Yeah.
Dogs, all big dogs think that they're little. All little dogs think that they're big.
Yeah. Chihuahuas
they're
are evil.
More vicious. Oh, chihuahuas are awful.
Evil.
Giant floofy dogs.
Yes.
Big old jowls.
That's why we go for the. That's why we purposely chose Bernese Mountain Dogs, because we weren't going to have bloody Chihuahua. Can you imagine some Chihuahuas running around this house? Tam would not have had it.
I would have probably kicked the Chihuahuas out of the house if I would have one.
Tam can ride these dogs into battle. They are that big.
You could ride the Chihuahua into battle.
I mean, I could ride the Chihuahua into battle. Well, the poor fucker is going to be squashed underneath 16 stone of man melon. But yeah, poor fucker.
At least you can say they tried.
Yes. I want an image of like warrior Tam riding on a Burmese mountain dog, like riding off into battle. Like something fucking epic of Tam. That would be
Do you know what?
Brock, where are you?
Where
is it? Right. Okay.
Right.
Merchandise.
Yes.
Right. There's the Tomby mug. So the first one arrived, the Tomby mug. Pretty good. But you know what? You've just given me an idea for Tams's mug of having an avatar of her riding into battle on a Bernese mountain dog.
Oh, gross.
Awesome cut. Good quality.
And just to sell it a little bit more, that picture is actually to scale.
That is. I mean, the thing is, fuck me, I pressed the wrong fucking button now. If you look side by side, same height
and everything.
Exactly, same proportions, same colors, beardy bits. I had a bit of a shave at the weekend, but it's all coming back.
Oh my god! Hang on, I just asked Grox to draw what you guys were saying. Give me a second.
What, a Chihuahua? Oh, no. Lady riding into battle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, hang on.
I'm so excited.
Oh no.
Why is Tam a black chick?
I don't fucking know.
She can identify however she wants.
I think that's an acceptable first try, right?
Acceptable first try.
Acceptable.
Indeed.
Have you noticed that they all look like Aloy out of fucking that game that everyone hates?
She looks like a mix of Rhaenyra and Aloy from fucking what's it called? House of the Dragon.
Horizon. Oh,
Horizon.
And Horizon, yeah.
Yeah, Horizon.
That is a good start, though.
I'll redo the command and see what happens.
I'm gonna.
Spits out.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Why don't you actually get a picture of Tam and
I have.
feed it into one of them?
That could,
Many
yeah.
pictures. Considering we're married.
What a
but yeah, what I'll do is I'll use Midjourney. I'll use the same prompt that I used for Midjourney for mine. I'll just import her image and just change the male, female, and hobbits and midgets and dwarfism, and then it should punt out exactly what we need, kind of thing. But I want to start off for a solid 1 hour and 7 minutes. We are now on the first topic of the day.
Could be worse.
And I thought this was fucking solid gold in terms of fuck you to Kier Starmer from Donald Trump in what is an unprecedented move, certainly. And I couldn't even tell you the last time where a UK Prime Minister hadn't been invited to the inauguration of a new president.
So, no, only, right, so...
Pretty sure they didn't go to Washington's.
Yeah, members of state are not usually called to an inauguration. There has been John Major, I think, Margaret Thatcher, and Tony Blair. All of those have definitely been. And there was a lot of people on the internet, or on Twitter at least. You know, I saw the hashtag trending no PM. And when I clicked on it, it was all these, what's it saying? No prime minister has ever been invited on inauguration day. And while that may be kind of true, which it's not, because there are several prime ministers who have,
where it has.
Have done it. The fact is that Donald Trump is inviting heads of state to his inauguration, and he didn't invite him.
Yeah, well, that was a surprise. This is an example of, the first example that I'm aware of a prime minister preemptively being told that he's not welcome.
Yep.
Yes.
Wow.
Sounds about right.
Yep.
So something like that happened at the Queen's funeral as well, didn't it? I think there were a couple of people that were told.
Yeah, some of the royals. Harry.
Harry and Meghan.
Right? Harry and Meghan were told
and Andrew. In fact, all of them. They were all just told, don't turn up to your grand's funeral.
Yeah,
she was your mum, Andrew, but nah, you're making it look bad.
Thank you so much for Prince Harry. We just love him over here.
Well, you can keep it. You always wanted the ginger wearing a Nazi uniform, right?
Yeah, I'm so glad we got rid of the ginger, to be honest.
You know what? It's okay. And we gave him Ellen DeGeneres.
That's true.
Ellen DeGeneres.
We did an exchange.
Ellen DeGeneres for you.
Yeah, Ellen DeGeneres.
Worst end of that stick.
So Donald Trump has snubbed Kier Starmer by not inviting him to his inauguration because he undermined the US election. Elon Musk suggested, not guaranteed, the president-elect broke centuries of precedent when he invited world leaders to attend next week's historic swearing-in ceremony. The Italian Prime Minister, Argentinian, El Salvador, and Hungarian president have all been invited to the showpiece on January the 20th, which we're looking forward to, actually. I am looking forward to watching it, to seeing it, and to obviously discuss it next week, because it's going to be fucking awesome. Reform leader Nigel Farage, a friend of Trump, is also among, and I thought this was fucking glorious, is among a number of high-profile right-wing politicians to have received an invitation, including Jair Bolsonaro, the former president of Brazil.
Nice.
To call Farage right-wing,
I don't know.
That's funny.
He's not. And
This
this is
is
the
so
fucking funny
wild.
thing.
The what they're calling right wing just grows bigger and bigger and bigger every day. It's ridiculous.
It's that Overton window thing, isn't it?
Indeed.
But this is why we said about ages ago on one of the chinwags about the bell curve of what's left, what's centre, what's right. And the problem is that what they're doing is they're moving the hump. They're just extending it. So basically, those that were centrists are now on the right hand side of this this hump.
Yep.
And that's all they've been doing for years.
On the right side of this hump, huh?
Yeah, this hump, this lovely lady lumps. Check them out.
And if you haven't already seen it, boys and girls, go and check out Alanis Morissette's version of My Humps, because you'll love it.
Yes, it's phenomenal, and I love Alanis Morissette anyway, and Christ, some of the shit she's had to deal with in her life to come through that the way she has done, and she hasn't lost her voice. So her voice is still phenomenal.
Unless you watch this Dogma.
Guy. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Yeah, unless you watch Dogma.
So, Kier Starmer won't be attending Monday's visit to the White House, but likely in the coming weeks. The PM joins Vladimir Putin, Kim Jong-un, and President Ursula von der Leyen on the list of leaders not to have been given an invite. Musk believes Labour interference in the run-up to November's US election played a part in this absence. Because, let's face it, for those that have forgotten, Labour actually did send a gaggle, let's call them a gaggle, of MPs and people over to America to kind of like stir their honeypot in favour of Camel Toe Harris, which was absolutely fucking disastrous.
Vagina.
Yes.
Isn't that something though?
Silly woman.
The countries from where they have not been invited. What was it? China.
So you've got
Russia,
Russia, and Germany, UK.
Germany.
Yeah.
You called.
Yeah.
Yeah, but to be fair,
Premier.
Sorry, yeah, but I wouldn't invite our Muppet either, so that's perfect.
Not Germany. Let me take that back. Let me step it back. Ursula von der Leyen is leader of EU.
Well, she used to be the German foreign defense minister.
She did.
Don't forget.
Yeah, she did.
She failed very miserably at her job. But that's why she got promoted to EU.
Yeah.
There's only one place she can go after this, and that's NATO.
No, that's jail.
That's jail. Yeah.
Only hope.
Makes you wonder whether NATO's full of assholes.
Yes.
Well, it is.
I wonder why.
Everybody knows it is.
It's completely fucking useless.
Which would you prefer, NATO or the UN?
Neither one.
Neither?
Yeah, neither one. They both suck dick.
Yeah, the UN's the one just above. So if you're terrible at being in NATO, then you get
worse.
all the way to the UN.
Yeah, you get promoted into the UN, which is fucking hilarious.
Should have become a politician. Damn it.
Should have become a politician.
Hey, failing upwards.
Still time, mate.
Yeah.
Failing upwards.
The Trump campaign filed a complaint with the Federal Electoral Commission into the blatant foreign interference after it merged 100 Labour Party staff campaigned in the US for Democrat candidate Kamala Harris. The Prime Minister's Chief of Staff, Matthew Doyle, and blah, 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 were both named in the complaint. In a social media post, Musk suggested this was the real reason for why Sir Kier has not been invited. I mean, I wouldn't invite the cunt.
Nope.
No.
I mean, Queer Starmer, with his... Even if it wasn't anything with the interference, the most recent bullshit with the grooming gangs and everything and the free line whip for them to be so freaking spineless, to not have a proper inquiry, to properly do something about it, that I would exclude him just off that alone. I would say get your proper principles in order before you come and grace my door.
Yep.
Absolutely freaking disgusting set of individuals.
Disgusting.
Disgusting. He sent operatives to America to undermine the U.S. election. Musk wrote. Why that was coming out in an accent, don't know. But there you go. Downing Street today confirmed that the PM hasn't been invited and that the UK will be represented. What? Represented? You fucking twat.
Represented by whom?
Put your teeth back in, mate.
No, they fucking spelled it wrong. I don't even think that's a fucking real
off.
word.
No, I don't think it is.
No, it's not. It's not even a fucking real word.
There's a typo. There's a typo.
Fucking typo. Fucking school bloody... How can you fuck up?
Maybe they had a ducking bad day.
Maybe they were
was
just...
probably on the bench. It's like, I need to write this fucking article.
What? Do you know what? I bet they just got Grok to do it. No, Grok wouldn't make the mistake. Grok would
No,
have
they
spelled
probably
it
just put
correctly.
it through word spell check and went, good enough.
Yeah, the Americans not going to be able to read that. Oh, something about the letter U's being missing from words or something. But represented by the Britain's current US ambassador, Dame Karen Pierce. The Express understands that Kier wants to be able to spend more time with Trump during White House talks in the coming... Oh, yeah, I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does.
Here comes Karen.
So, Kier, you need to explain to me why you said return the sausages, okay? Because this is unacceptable. We cannot do this again.
Fuck's sake! The fucking cunts have got another fucking spelling error.
Oh.
Slammed.
Is this the Guardian?
I blame Winnie the Pooh.
This is the Express.
Slammed
it. Yes, I'm not going to slam my wife. I slammed her. Fucking pricks.
Jesus Christ.
Whoever wrote
slammed
this
my wife.
is a fucking knobhead.
It's like a combination of slammed and slandered.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of the term volcanoed?
Yes.
I've heard a black guy say that live on stream. The volcano volcanoed instead of erupted.
Oh.
I was like, what the? I was like, okay.
Volcano's gonna volcano.
Yep.
But this is the problem with mainstream
that's on my list.
media and journalists. They haven't got any fucking skill anymore.
See, I think it was written by AI, and they just didn't catch it.
Yeah, I think you might be right. That would make a lot of sense.
Because the what's going on right now, especially in video game media, is they're getting rid of people and replacing them with AI, and so what they do is they're just responsible for going in and editing what AI has already written. So
Yeah.
Yep.
And they get paid a decent amount of money for it too. Sadly.
Well, that's because right now there's very few of them. I think I read the other day that there's less than 3 dozen or 4 dozen actual video game reporters out there these days.
Oh my god.
Well, the profession of a journalist has been tarnished beyond repair anyway.
There's probably not.
Thanks, IGN.
How much time do you got?
Kotaku?
I got all day.
Yeah, guys. I've ranted about that ad nauseum. So yeah.
Hey, guys, you like my new hairstyle?
Yes. Mate, actually, you know what, Jack? Do you know what, Jack? That actually fucking suits you, man.
Yeah.
That fucking suits you. I need to take a screen grab. Come a little bit closer. Come a little bit closer.
I got it.
When did Jack become mind-boggling?
There we go. We have got it. Okay, Twitter it goes.
You should just get a hat with that hairstyle on.
I believe in Jack Tar, lad.
Jack Tar, lads. You hairdo.
Oh my god. Ready, go,
Cheers, Kier Starmer. Brackets, douche.
Cheeky dick waffle.
Oh, you cheeky dick waffle. Sensu bean.
Yeah, sensu bean.
But going back to what we were saying about how he's looking forward to meeting with Trump after Inauguration Day. Yeah, one of the things, I don't know whether it's a subject that's going to be brought up a little bit later, but one of the things that's been floating around today is the fact that, the presumption that Donald Trump is going to block that sale of the Chagos Islands.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Oh,
hope so.
Yeah.
It's not even a sale. It's a surrendering with compensation to the tune of like £10 billion per year for 20 years or something.
It was. It was 200 billion that we were supposed to be paying to them.
Warner Brothers is they are desperate to try and claw some money back, aren't they?
Yep.
New Goonies movie in development. Just leave it.
Wasn't it going to be reimagined for a modern audience?
They're bringing Sean Astin back for it too.
You see, I'm confused now because this came out a good few weeks ago, like way before Christmas, and they said that it was bollocks, that it was complete bollocks. It wasn't actually happening. It was just fake news. But now apparently it is happening.
Yeah,
they do the Nintendo approach. They deny it until it's actually true.
This is the correct response. This is the only response you can give. Whenever someone says Goonies, what they should have done with Willow, what they should always do with Back to the Future, the second anyone say, "Oh, let's reboot it," just don't fucking do it.
No.
How about no?
They're asking.
The people they have in charge of these studios now and the stewards of these franchises have no fucking idea why they're popular.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the really horrible thing is I'm the same way when I see they're going to redo Goonies. Oh shit, no, go just. In fact, just send me the money and I'll put it to better use.
Yeah.
Than you guys, because you're going to lose $300 million on that film. I guarantee it, at least.
100%.
But the thing is, every single time you hear something being remade for a modern audience, the usual apathy kicks in. It's like, oh god, not again! Like, we reacted the same way when Top Gun Maverick was announced. Like everybody was like, oh no, why? You know,
but that wasn't too bad though.
Yeah, but
then
Goonies? Why
that's the thing
Goonies?
is that they talk about subverting expectations because the expectation now is it's going to be absolute shit, and Maverick actually did do a good job. It said, hey, it can be done. Yeah. Do it fucking right. And then all the rest of Hollywood went, nah.
I can tell you why they're doing Goonies. They're doing Goonies because they haven't destroyed that yet. They're
next up. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, same thing.
Yep.
Shitty Shitty Gang Bang, Shitty Shitty Bang Gang Bang.
That's
what it's going to be.
Every time someone says it now, I have to consciously pause and say, Chitty Chitty Bang Bang, because I automatically say the other one.
I think we all kind of do, mate.
But just to go back to this, to what Enigma was saying, I've been saying for quite some time now that it feels more like a coordinated attack on everything that like the Gen Xers and the the millennials found, like that they love about their sort of pop culture, and they just want to destroy it. They want to take away everything and replace it with all this fucking DEI bollock.
Yep.
They want to monetize our nostalgia, but they're doing it all wrong.
Well, it also depends on the franchise as well, because they have no problem, screwing us over and all the stuff that we grew up with. But when they tried to do the live action Powerpuff Girls, they realized what a piece of shit that was. And they were like, oh, God, we don't want the millennials after us. Can't have that. Screw the Gen Xers. But we don't want those millennials out there getting pissed off because we made a really shitty Powerpuff Girls show.
Apparently.
Yep.
Do you mean that franchise is like too close to this current generation to be able to be desecrated?
Case in point up here.
Yep.
Go on in, Smoot.
Right. So all of you know that the Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. The Justice League was probably the most ill-advised game they could have made around the time this was made.
Yep.
It was a looter shooter, 4-player co-op game, always online, bullshit thing, live service game, right? So the surprise of no one, it flopped, and then they released the cherry on top right before release that Harley Quinn would kill Batman. I mean, the idea that Harley Quinn would shoot Batman in the face is quite bizarre in my opinion, and the way she did it too was pretty disrespectful, like berating him about killing the Joker and basically saying that he doesn't know what she's going through and everything like that. But yeah, it turns out they're retconning all this shit because of all the public shitstorms they got because of this creative decision. And basically they say, psych, everybody's still alive. Those were all evil clones.
Oh my God.
No,
yeah,
no. Wonder Woman was not turned in that game because of course she wasn't, because she's the girl, right?
Yep.
So she's the hero. She's a hero. She really died. So
she had the
back.
most respectful death out of all of them. I mean, we had Captain Boomerang pissing on the Flash.
Yep.
What am I missing? We had
Batman getting shot like a dog.
Batman getting shot like a dog, and Green Lantern essentially being crushed like a bug.
Yep.
And I think what happened to Soups again? Soups had a very, very stupid death too. But yeah, it's not. I think it was a Krypton crystal or something. It was something very fucking stupid. But yeah, they released this ending now because this is the final update to the game, to the surprise of nobody. And yeah, turning the game into an offline, non-live service game now because you can actually play the story without online connectivity.
Yeah. for the 10 people that still own it.
But the ironic thing is, if you want to play it online, you still need internet. So basically, they did a reverse Shadow of Mordor with this game, where you can actually play the game offline for the most part, but you still have some let's say internet bullshit involved with it. Insult to injury with this ending, it's not even fully animated. It is like stock images that they added just to make it look like a comic panel, and then they just put them together in a little sizzle reel to make it look like that's what happened.
In other words, they didn't plan on that at all.
No, they did. Well, people, I said this to Tomby earlier. This is like them saving their asses essentially because of all the shit they got flung their way when the game first came out.
Well, if they want to save their asses, they should have done it a year ago.
Well, that's the thing, yeah. And I think they should have just said, "Look, guys, this is a multiverse bullshit kind of story. Don't take it too seriously. I know it's Kevin Conroy's last performance, and he's literally being shot in the face as Batman. We know it's not going well, but please bear with us. We've got something planned." Even though it's the easiest cop-out in video game history, using clones of all things.
Yeah, wait
they need to sack everyone that worked on that.
Yeah, it's lazy as shit, though, isn't it? It's a massive fucking cop-out.
I honestly wouldn't be surprised if WB loses the license for, or will license it out to another studio after this, because Rocksteady fumbled so fucking hard with this game. And Gotham Knights as well, that they're probably looking at this and thinking like, how can we salvage this? We just can't, because you can't expect Rocksteady to work on a new Arkham game now.
Nope.
Could you imagine that? Psych, we killed Batman anyway. Like, what?
100% Max. 100%.
It's very true, Max. They Minecrafted themselves with it.
I kind of think I heard that Rocksteady was remaking Arkham Asylum, which is like, oh my god.
The thought of that, of modern Rocksteady remaking that game fucking terrifies me.
See, Rocksteady wants to remake it. WB has not said a damn word about it yet.
They're probably keeping it quiet because they just don't want to deal with the backlash that it will cause. Because the Arkham series is very beloved, make no mistake. But yeah, remaking that one, good luck, especially if it's modern day Rocksteady.
No kidding.
Well, I've been talking about it a lot on my streams when I'm streaming, and I just say all the people that are responsible for these legacy franchises that you love in video games are no longer there. They sold out, they took their money, and I'm not saying I'm doing anything different, but the people who made Rocksteady today have either started their own studios or they're sitting on a beach somewhere sipping on Mai Tais, and God bless them for that.
Yeah.
But don't think for 1 second you're going to get the same thing. It's the same. I'm playing Diablo 4. Same thing with Diablo 4. The people who made Diablo no longer with Blizzard.
Nope.
People that are playing World of Warcraft,
correct.
Same thing. They all cashed out. They all left. So I mean, you don't expect the same thing. Is what I keep trying to say. I guess.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Yep.
Change bad.
I mean,
in this case, yes.
I mean, don't get me wrong. Sometimes you have to take the juniors onto an assignment and say like, "Hey, look, we got this prepared. Do you want to work on it?" Just to give them like something to train their skills with, right? I am not opposed to juniors taking on something to learn, but give them something they can actually handle instead of like taking something they could easily fumble, which is probably the most valuable thing they have, right? And the thing with Suicide Squad is the marketing didn't help the game either. It was marketing 101 on how not to promote a game, and it made every possible mistake they could have done. I mean, you had lesbian Mr. Freeze, who looked like a fucking idiot.
Yep.
Then then you had basically the first retcon that Flash literally saved everybody at the end of the game, which is kind of funny because Flash died the dumbest death in the whole fucking game. And to top it all off, it's all the other idiocy that was related to the game, that the shop was always working when the rest of the game wasn't even loading. Like the shop was already preloaded before the game was actually starting.
Wow. Of
Well,
course.
Awesome.
Here I go with again something that I heard. The Avengers debacle scared the shit out of Rocksteady, is from what I heard.
Yep.
Because of the live service thing, and so Rocksteady basically they delayed the game a year to try to get it to what it is now, which makes me wonder what the hell did they have? What were they working with beforehand? Jesus Christ!
Even more shit.
Even more shit. Yeah. I mean, if I need to look up how long that game was in development for, because I'm actually blanking on that right now.
Several years. So it had to be several years.
Length.
I'd be surprised if it's not anything less than 5 years, to be honest.
I think it was. I think it was more than that, actually.
When was
9 years? 9 years. It was 9 years in the making.
Oh my god!
I mean, you can't return from that. Then you have this fucking retard from Sweet Baby Inc. working on this game. Oh, I made Deadshot black, and he's on the cover of the fucking game. Guess what? There were other black characters on video game boxes before, you racist piece of shit. Fuck off.
Yep. I mean, the thing is that you've got to think about it when you're developing a game. You got to think of the hardware that you're obviously developing it for, especially if it's going to take you a good 9-10 years to make this game. A lot of the technology that you're building it upon is so out of date by the time you release it.
Yep. I mean, I'm just reading upon this. 2020, they were originally supposed to be like, yeah, we're gonna reveal that game soon. Then the game was set to release in May 2023. That didn't happen up until like 2 weeks after the fact where it was scheduled. And then basically it came out that's the majority of the co-founders of Rocksteady have left the studio mid-production in 2022, which is a surprise of no one. Yep.
Robert, that's gonna come up. We are going to discuss it.
It's going to happen.
Yeah,
it's going to happen.
It's going to happen.
It has to. I mean, let's be honest here. This game was beyond saving anyway. So the fact that WB actually released it instead of like Batgirling it, I'm kind of shocked that they haven't done that. It would have saved them money and dignity. But then again,
they're not going to delete it, are they?
No.
The game isn't going away like Concord went away. And
Well,
they may get some idiots to buy it in the future at some point if it goes on sale for £2.50.
Make no mistake, this update came at a convenient time because it's currently free on PlayStation Network as a free game for the month. So this update is very convenient. So now they can at least throw their hands up and say like, "Well, we fucking tried. Adios, bitches."
Do you know what they can do?
What they did.
Do you know what they can do with Concord?
Shove it up their butt.
Shove it up their butt.
DC models make a competition against Marvel rivals. Take all of the models that are currently in Concord, replace them with DC characters, change the name, change some of the layouts, make a Batman area, just reskin it, and you could release it as a DC Marvel rivals.
DC Savages.
And you could probably turn that around in less than 6 months to a year.
And then they're going to release DC Nincompoops.
Yes.
You know, in 10 years, Batman and Superman are going to be public domain, so people won't have to wait for that. So
nope.
Yeah, thank God.
Does that mean I can finally make my Mugen game? Yeah.
Yes.
Go for it.
But public domain, you know what that means. Some random ass indie studio is gonna make a Batman and fucking Superman horror movie like they do with all of this shit.
Every time. Immediately horror movie.
Immediately horror movie.
They're gonna make it the literal Batman. So they're gonna turn Batman into a bat.
Yes.
Like Man-Bat.
I thought we already had a Batman and Superman horror movie.
No, I mean legitimately.
Like literally.
No. Batman v Superman is not a horror movie. That's just hot, steaming, moist trash.
Come on, it's not that
Don't hold
bad.
back, mate. Don't hold back. You can swear, you know.
It's not that bad. On Friday Night Tights the other week, Gary was trying to explain to Benny the difference between gun fans and Snyder fans. And he basically said, well, if you think of Snyder fans basically as ISIS and gun fans are regular Islamists. And I put in the chat, Allahu Zakbar.
Oh my god! Oh fuck!
Very good.
Womp womp.
I've seen worse than Batman v Superman. I mean, hell, I watched the Marvels a couple weeks ago. Shit.
Oh my god, are you okay?
I have seen worse. I have watched Dragon Ball Evolution.
Oh yeah.
I've seen the Eternals. I've slept through the Eternals, actually.
I have seen Doctor Strange too.
Yeah, don't get me fucking started on that movie again.
I've not seen any of these movies.
Lucky
You don't want to. You don't want to.
Endgame was the last Marvel movie I saw.
Which is fine. Just leave it there.
Leave it there.
Deadpool.
Deadpool, Wolverine's really good.
Deadpool.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man No Way Home are great. They're great movies.
Yeah. I've watched any of the Spider-Man ones, actually. Just the Tobey Maguire ones.
I've seen the Deadpools, but the last sort of Infinity War arc Marvel movies that I saw was Iron Man 2.
Yeah.
If that's even classed as an Infinity War arc.
No, it's
if you want to talk about Infinity War, that would be the director of Iron Man 2 fighting with Mickey Rourke.
Yeah.
Yes.
Over how he's supposed to act in that movie, because apparently he was very hard to deal with.
Oh no, I didn't know
But
that.
Mickey Rourke is just very difficult anyway. Most of the times he's on set.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, apparently
it's difficult to look at.
Do different accents and do different
Looks like
things.
a lesbian grandma.
Oh.
Yeah, and that was part of his return to Hollywood as well.
Yeah, because he tried making a comeback with The Wrestler, didn't he?
Yeah.
And
that's a good movie, though.
Yeah, I was going to say that's not a bad movie.
It is a good movie. And he's fucking nuts in it. But he has just got a face like a lesbian grandma. It's all melty
like a piece
and stuff.
of beat up shoe leather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
It's like someone's melted a bit of cheese underneath the grill and just slapped it on a bit of leather.
And if you're talking crazy, he's not quite Gary Busey, but it wouldn't surprise me if he got there pretty soon.
He's close enough, though.
The funny thing is Gary Busey just looks like Sloth now. It's like, fucking Jesus, his face is fucked.
He is fucking, and he's mental. He's just absolutely out there, bro. He's like fucking far gone. He's like in the Orc cloud.
Fucking Orc cloud. He's in the fucking Bort's fucking void, mate.
A hell of a reference.
He's sitting on his fucking cloud riding to goddamn Narnia.
Fucking just look at fucking
Oh no!
And that's a good picture. That's a good picture. I mean, look, he is Sloth from Goonies.
Actually,
I don't know.
If you just put a green filter on that and some blood coming out of his mouth, he'd look like a zombie.
Hey, I don't know. It looks like he's doing an Arnold impression. He's going, "Hello there, how you doing today?
What's up with
Get to the chopper now."
Rick, fucking Jesus. His face looks like a toasted flip-flop. It's almost as bad as looks like a flame-burnt Lego brick.
Welcome to the roast of Gary Busey, by the way.
Yeah, we've now moved on from TV, and well, we're still in film.
No, he just looks like an angry swamp.
I mean, just paint his face green, and you have the perfect Hulk replacement for Harrison Ford.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
He looks how.
Oh no! Wait, red. Sorry.
Yeah, the red Hulk.
Oh god!
It just gets fucking worse.
And that's his normal resting face.
You know,
that's the face you make when you pop the blood vessel while taking a shit.
You know what that is?
Yeah.
Is what in the Edward Norton Incredible Hulk movie when Edward Norton is talking, I think it's Portuguese or Spanish to the guy, and he says, "You wouldn't like me when I'm hungry."
Yeah.
Yes.
That's
Yes.
You wouldn't like me when I'm hungry.
Give that man a Snickers.
That's right.
You're not yourself when you're hungry.
Tommy's mind is wandering off. I think he's got some ideas going with this.
I saw a video around Thanksgiving time of Gary Busey, and he shit.
Gary Busey jump scare.
He's got this really long hair, and he's like, yeah. So you like what you want to do is like you want to when you're eating your dinner, your Thanksgiving dinner, you want to let your hair like droop down in front of your face because that way, like like your hair gets in the gravy, and then like a little bit later on after it's dried out, you can just suck on it, and you got yourself like a little midnight snack.
What?
Just a thought that made me shudder just then.
God! Oh!
Like shudder. Ugh.
So this picture looks like Doc Brown had a baby with the ghost of Christmas past.
Enigma, you just gave me the worst horror scenario if Christopher Lloyd dies before they redo Back of the Future.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Make him the professor.
Do you know in the first film when he slides down the strap and then he connects it and he gets electrocuted?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's him.
Yep, that's it.
Yep, there you go.
This is moments after. It's like fucking buzzing.
Tommy, just check the private chat. I've sent you a little Family Guy skit about him.
Oh no.
Oh please.
Oh yeah, I've seen
I
I think I know which one that is. Yeah.
All right, 2 seconds.
Whilst
I sort this out.
You can go full circle with this whole thing. Just look at that image. Biff becoming essentially becoming Doc Brown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's all coming full circle.
It is.
Say
I
hi
like
to your
Adam
mom.
Gray's comment. Wow, the Crypt Keeper.
Say hi to your mom.
Yeah.
Oh,
Say hi to your mom.
Yeah, definitely some Crypt Keeper in there. Yeah.
I like that.
Right.
What are you doing, butthead?
That son of a bitch! He just turned his back on me, the way reality turned its back on Gary Busey. How am I doing today, Gary Busey? You're doing great! Good! Then I'll keep it up!
That's literally it. That's literally
Yep.
it.
Oh, mate, it's phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. I was going to put this up earlier about Zap Brannigan from Futurama being one of my favorite characters.
The alien mothership is in orbit here. If we can hit that bullseye, the rest of the dominoes will fall like a house of cards. Checkmate.
Checkmate.
Retarded. Brilliant.
That sounds like
great.
someone trying to do a Phil Hartman impression.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
God, I
Phil
miss Phil Hartman.
Yeah. Rest in peace, man.
buddy.
Yep. Rest in
What's
peace.
the next story on the list, Tomby?
What's the next story on the list? It might be this one. Here we are.
Get your popcorn.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I mean, what's more to say? Obviously, episode 2 has been out. Episode 2 was fucking glorious.
Yep.
And it's only 3 days till episode 3, which is also gonna be fucking glorious. And for right now, Solo Leveling has, with episode 1 and 2, broken both weekly streaming records on Crunchyroll across the board, being the most watched show both weeks back to back. And it's been the most watched show back to back by a long shot. Like, it's not even close.
It's not even close.
It's not even close.
There was a brief moment when Crunchyroll didn't even work because that's how popular it was.
When season 2 episode 1 came out, literally the if you hit the site for the episode, the site would not load for the first 15 minutes.
It was DDoS basically.
Yeah, because of ongoing traffic. We literally crashed the fucking site.
Yep.
Whoopsies.
Wow.
Imagine being that popular.
Well, that's a big fandom then.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Welcome to Korea.
Or you could
That's
watch,
fantastic.
was it Jake Paul fight Mike Tyson and not get to see it on Netflix?
Yeah.
Hold on. We got to see Mike Tyson's butt cheeks, okay? That was far more.
True.
Important.
We did get to see his butt cheeks. We wish we didn't get to see his butt cheeks.
Well, that's on Netflix. That's not on me, okay?
Yep.
Because the cameraman thought it was important to highlight his cheeks.
See, I just forgotten about that. Thanks so much for bringing that back up.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
And as Tommy brought up the article here, so season 2, episode 1, within a few days, already had over 400,000 ratings on the episode. Yep. And usually, like, why this is unusual? People don't rate immediately the episode after watching it.
Correct.
And people not only rated the episode, but rated the episode over 400,000 times just on Crunchyroll. That is not on any other service. Correct. Like for example, in Asia, Solo Leveling is also watchable on Netflix, so they are not included in the 400K. So this is just basically Europe and America. Yep. And this is only 400,000 ratings, only, big quotation marks, after the first 3 days.
Yeah.
This is 429K at the moment. I just checked.
Yeah. So this is immediately the first 48 to 72 hour response just for episode 1. So it's quite the understatement to say the show is really popular amongst people for good fucking reason. Yep. And if you haven't watched it yet, what the fuck are you doing?
Good question.
Go watch right now. No, not right. No, wait. I take that back. You finish this stream. You finish this stream first, and then you go watch.
Wait. You finish this stream, then you go to watch Eclectic Goat stream, then you go and watch it.
Or you do like Legatus. You just have 8 monitors up and you watch everything all at once.
That man is an android. Holy shit.
That's a robot.
Like, we all should be paying him, like, as an employee. He's fucking incredible.
He's a tax write-off.
It's not like I don't do it myself. But I mean, like, not 8 of the fucking things, but I do kind of feel like Marty McFly Jr., where he's got all the fucking screens up on the... and I'm watching 12 different channels at once, you know.
Yep.
But I tend to do that a lot myself, and the babby turns around and she's like, Dad, how can you hear any of this? And it's like you filter them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just filter them.
Yep. I tend to get to 6, and after 6 there's just no point.
Nope.
Yeah.
It's just noise at this point.
Yeah. 6 is more than enough.
Yeah. And so I'm pretty sure, obviously, we're gonna watch episode 3 again.
Yep, so we're actually doing Solo Leveling watch parties every Saturday, 10 p.m. UK time, or 2200 UK time, GMT. So if you want to come and watch it, just come and join us, guys. Just come and join us.
Is that in the Discordium Leviosa?
Yes,
it is indeed.
Yes, sir.
It is indeed.
Standard watch channel party. I just flip it on and we sit there and gush over the latest episode.
Yeah, the amazingness that is Solo Leveling.
Or do what Tommy Mearden and I did and roast the fuck out of Craven.
Oh, fucking we finished streaming and playing games, and we said, do you know what we're going to do now? Just chill out, whatever. I thought, oh, fuck it, let's put on Craven for a laugh, and we sat there and watched it, and it was painful all the way through.
Tommy was like, I was Craven a movie.
Yeah. It was retarded from the second it started.
It was
all the way through.
It was funny as fuck, though.
There was so many stupid so many stupid things throughout all of it.
I can't bring myself to watch it.
Yeah, and then
you should, so you can roast it, because it's shit.
It is unironically, it's unintentionally funny in places.
Yeah.
So, and to for Dawn of Mutilation's point, yes, the fight in season 1, episode 6 is fucking amazing. You are correct.
Oh, don't spoil it, because I've downloaded a whole bunch of them. You only reminded me tonight that I've got to watch this show. Because I've been sitting on it for the last 2 weeks.
And since we are on topic, for anybody that is interested, go watch Sakamoto Days. Episode 1 just aired. Episode 2 is coming out on Saturday.
Where is season 1 available?
For Solo Leveling, season 1 is also available on Crunchyroll and or on the pirate ship of your choosing.
Or you take Netflix and VPN it and watch it in the Asian territory, even though it's probably not going to have English subtitles.
They actually do have it subtitled.
I'm going to drop it into a private chat. There's a link to it.
What was the new show that you were talking about, though, Hanayama?
Sakamoto Days.
Yeah.
And Sakamoto Days.
Yeah, and Sakamoto Days is basically you have a retired hitman that the upper echelon decides he knows too much of our underworking, so we need to get rid of him, and they put a $1 billion bounty on him to take him out because they know what he's capable of. But in the meantime, since he retired, he has married, has a child, and the only family rule, because his wife knows what he did previously, is he's not allowed anymore to kill anybody.
That sounds like Leon the Professional and John Wick combined.
No. It's even funnier because he starts out like the youngest John Wick ever, and after he retires, he turns into Peter Griffin, but still has the ability to kick the fucking shit out of you.
Episode 2 is available. Episode 3 comes out on the 18th. It's on Saturday as well.
Yep, it's every Saturday. Yeah, they released episode 1, and then they pre-released episode 2. They released it early because
I was going to say
Saturday release.
Because 2, I'm looking at 2 right now. Maybe we just do them back to back. Do Solo Leveling and Sakamoto Days.
I'm up for watching both, because I'm watching both anyway. So
Anime Night Saturdays.
Fuck yeah.
10 o'clock GMT in evening 2200 for those people that speak.
Shitload of things to watch to catch up then.
Mate,
I know, right?
Yeah, stop being fucking lazy and get off your ass and fucking watch some
How
TV.
far are you through Bleach, Abe?
I don't know. I think I watched like the first episode.
Yeah, and if you ever start that show, motherfucker, you tell me. You tell me. We gonna watch, my man. We gonna watch.
Bleach in his butthole.
I just have to say, this is just so weird. So I was into anime when I was a teenager, and I've kind of, not as much as I've gotten older, but as a teenager, I literally got bullied for liking anime. You did not like anime when during the days that I was a teenager.
Yeah.
People don't like anime. If you like anime, you're a loser, and
you're
nobody
a nerd.
likes you. Yeah, you're a nerd.
Yep.
The
You're a
adults are
weeb.
ashamed of you.
How the
all of
times
this
have
shit.
changed.
Yeah.
Holy fuck, I can't get past it. And the manga section at the library or the bookstore,
Yep.
if it even existed, was like this big, and now it's fucking huge.
What's a manga?
What's a manga? Yeah, what's a manga?
Manga.
Do you know the worst? Do you know the worst thing about it is all of these people that would have bullied everybody for watching animes and whatever when they were younger and reading the comics are probably thinking it's hip to actually watch it now.
Yes.
Because
Exactly.
because
And it's the
they're
same
all-
with Dungeons and Dragons and all the board game, the tabletop games and
because they're
Magic
all
the
a
Gathering.
because they're all a bunch of filthy ass tourists.
Tourists.
So what you're saying is, we were the cool kids.
That's
Yeah,
fucking
we always
right.
have
We were the cool kids all along, Greg.
Yes.
So, but now
I knew it.
Yeah, but now we can go from the good news to the funny news.
Well, they do say
Okay.
that at least I say that the same people who bullied all of us, or me and Yarny, through school for doing stuff like that, are the same type of people that are trying to bully us out of this stuff right now
Yep.
to go find something else.
It's almost
Fair
like
point.
it repeats
Actually, very
itself,
good
just in a different pattern, right? It's
Yep.
interesting. Oh no!
Oh yes. Let's go to the funny news.
Welcome to a new edition of Hanayama Roast.
Hanayama rant again. Go for
Popcorn
it.
out, people.
I just find it funny. I can't help myself. I just find it funny because on the Steam storefront in Japan, they actually no longer describe the story of Yasuke from Zimbabwe as the story of a samurai, because they literally cut out the word and have replaced it with, well, actually two, depending on they constantly keep changing it because they have another one. But yeah, so they replaced it with a warrior worth 1,000 men, even though I would still say...
That sounds gay.
No. he is not even a warrior, because a warrior would have had formal training. He didn't. And he may be worth a stack of 1,000 pieces of paper. But that might be still too generous. But still, it's funny, because if you look at and we have comparison screenshots, if you look at like the German storefront, the English storefront, the Italian storefront, everybody just says samurai, samurai, samurai. Then you look to the Asian markets, it's like, oh, a great warrior, but they never dare call him a samurai again in the Japanese texts for the.
I wonder why.
Yep.
Yeah, because they know they're getting folded.
Why is it okay for them to lie to us then?
No, they're not lying to. No, they're not lying to us.
Because we take it.
No, they're not lying to us. That's the thing.
They are. They're calling him a samurai in the English text versions, right?
Yes, because
so they're lying to us.
No, they're lying to the Asian market because they want him. They believe him to be this great mythical samurai that whips all the asses. But for the Asian markets, they censor the word. They no longer call him by the great honorific title of a samurai and denounce him, quote unquote, denounce him to just be a mere warrior and not dare use that title on him. Even though they really want him to be one, that's why they call him one in every other text outside of the Asian market.
They're deliberately not doing it for Japan, for the Japanese market, in the hope that they'll forego everything that's happened over the course of the last year and forget that they've
tried. Not a chance in hell.
Exactly. They're going to try and chance it, thinking that by removing it, everything's okay and they're smoothing everything else. Guess what? That's not going to be fucking happening.
Yeah, fuck no, because they changed the release date, because they're no longer releasing it on Valentine's Day in Black History Month. No, they now changed it to March 20th, which is even more hilarious for all the wrong reasons, because March 20th,
gas attack.
March 20th, 1995 was the sarin gas attack in the Tokyo subway station.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so they are now releasing this vile piece of utter trash upon Japan on the Memorial Day of the sarin gas attacks. Good job, Ubisoft.
I mean, I've got to be honest with you, right? The one thing that's pissing me off is precisely what Galadorn raised in the chat there. That one line above the fucking picture there, presumably because of backlash from the Japanese right-wingers.
Yep.
What a fucking disingenuous cunt this writer must be.
Yep.
The funny thing is that people always talk about how Americans like the saber rattle and that we think we're the best in the world and everything and all that. And we do have that stigmata about us. We're nothing compared to the Japanese. The Japanese are very proud of their heritage and where they come from.
Yep.
So to have a Western studio come in and say, we're going to feed you this load of shit and you're going to take it or else I don't see how that's a winning formula for anybody.
I watched a couple of videos of some Japanese people getting drunk and watching the trailers for it, and they were just roasting the shit out.
Yep, and then just taking the piss. So, and here you have a few of the example screenshots of how the texts differ. So first you have the Japanese text, which again uses the warrior claim, and then next to it you have the English text, where you have the word samurai being literally in the third line, the legendary samurai. And then you have...
That's repeated all the way through. Third line again, third line at the end.
Yeah, and then when you get to the Korean text, once again, there is no mention of a samurai in the Korean text.
No.
Weird though.
Yeah, and then when you get to the Chinese text, again, no mention of the word samurai in the Chinese text.
I am shocked that the game is actually allowed to be released in China.
Yeah, right?
What can I say?
Actually, me too. I am surprised.
They won't get to talk to people about it, right? Because if they get to talk to people outside of the country, then they shut that shit down.
Yep.
World of Warcraft lasted like 3 hours there, and they were like, no.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. No outside communications. Oh, yeah. I got you.
Yep.
So gross.
I mean... here's the thing. Back what Hanayama was mentioning about the date. Some people were coping about this whole thing. Yeah, but Xenoblade X is coming out that day too, and Nintendo surely didn't think anything of the date. Well, there's a difference here. This game is fucking offensive.
No, it's not just
straight up offensive.
Yeah, it's not just that, but Xenoblade has nothing to do with a game being based on Japanese history by a studio with a track record of disrespecting Japanese history.
Yeah, but the thing is though, people are trying to smear Nintendo now for this too, where they're like, well, Nintendo's doing the same thing, so where's the outrage then? Well, there's a difference. Like you already said, this game is fucking disrespectful to the Japanese.
I already know the answer, and that is correct.
Yep.
They should never have been made in the first place.
Yep.
And if what you said some time ago about Nobunaga being turned into a fucking Templar,
potentially,
That's going to be very fucking interesting.
Yeah,
That's not going to fly. That's
but
not
no,
gonna
wait,
fly.
there's more.
Yeah, but wait, there's more because Ubisoft
I'm actually the king of Mars, but not in Asia at all. So make sure we put that on my Wikipedia page that I'm that.
Yep,
I'm the king of Mars.
Done.
Yeah,
it shall be done. So, and because Ubisoft is even more retarded than previously thought, and yes, this is possible by the grace of some eldritch god.
By
They
the grace
actually
of Retardium.
Yeah, Retardium Leviosa. So they released the updates for Assassin's Creed Shadows, which we know from the Steam page is so it has the nouveau anti-cheat, which is already, if you implement an anti-cheat, fine. Why do you implement the worst fucking one on the market that is known to negatively impact performance and also has been proven to fuck with your CPU? So that's already, well, fuck you gamers then, eat a dick. Then they force you, and literally force you, to link your Steam and Uplay account, otherwise you can't play the game. And you need to, this is also mandatory requirement, you need to accept Ubisoft's end user license agreement in which they, like if you agree to the end user license agreement in order to play the game, you allow Ubisoft to monitor and sift through your RAM files.
Yeah.
Why would you allow Ubisoft, out of all shit-stained companies, to do anything on your PC? Let alone inside of your RAM.
Oh my god.
Which is the funniest thing is the second screenshot, which says incorporates third-party DRM de novo anti-tamper, 5-a-day machine activation limit.
Yep.
Who wants to have that on 5 fucking machines?
It's not 5 machines. So what this means, actually, it's even worse. If you switch out, for example, if you upgrade your PC, you switch out your mainboard. That counts as a new activation.
That count as an upgrade.
Yep.
That's stupid.
Yes.
Yep.
The fact
It's
that
not
they get
an
into your RAM
anti-cheat that goes into the boot sector, is it? It's not installed into the boot sector, is it?
Not into the boot sector, no. But the nouveau anti-cheat, like there have been games that have a DRM-free copy. And so if you check the one that has de nouveau on it and then check the DRM-free version on it and check performance side by side, even though you run the exact same game, the DRM-free copy runs so much better because de nouveau actively shits on your performance and has been proven to fuck with your CPU usage.
Yeah.
I'm reading here, it's saying that testing reveals games with de nouveau launch up to 4 times slower.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. And so
super professional.
Fucking insane, to be honest.
Absolutely
the fact
insane.
that it can happen.
Yeah, and the funny part is, we know all of this shit. We still do not know the system requirements. And mark my words, the day the system requirements come out, the day the specs come out for what your PC needs to do, we will have this screenshot and we will sit here and fucking laugh about it. The second that one airs upon Twitter or anywhere else where I can find it, I will have it and we will sit here and take the piss out of it. Because if you remember the system requirements for Star Wars Outlaws,
yes,
I guarantee you Assassin's Creed Shadows has even worse system requirements and then running de nouveau. Like the absolute shit stains on life that Ubisoft is.
The best thing is Assassin's Creed 2 and 3 will run better than that fucking game.
Oh, fuck yeah. Absolutely, fuck yeah. There is no doubt in my mind.
So the only thing that's listed on Steam right now is that you need a 64-bit processor and Windows 11 as a operating, or 10 or 11 as an operating system. The rest is not revealed yet. But I can imagine, because this Ubisoft is going to be unoptimized as fuck, and then they would have outlandish requirements for it.
It will absolutely not be.
I can almost guarantee they're going to stipulate a minimum of 3080.
Yeah, bare minimum.
3080 Ti, watch.
For 30 frames a second.
Yeah, for 30 FPS thanks to de nouveau. And Tomby, by the way, if you are really down for that, if you fucking stream the game, if you're actually gonna play it, I will gladly join Discord and commentate on everything they fuck up and absolutely melt this game down.
Angry Japanese man comments on.
Okay, I will melt this game into the fucking ground.
What, live commentary? That'd be brilliant.
If that is the case, then one, I'm going to have to sandbox an installation of Windows because of the way it's fucking surreptitiously using de nouveau. because I'm not letting that fucking loose with my main system.
Oh fuck no.
And 2, and I'm gonna slightly DSP the shit out of this one because my arsehole is gonna get fucking reamed if I play this game.
Yes.
So if you want me to play it, fucking super chat that shit because
that's fair.
It's gonna be so fucking painful. But part of me actually says it's gonna be fucking hilarious just to hear Hanayama say every 2 seconds, Tomby, go back a bit. What the fuck is that? And as we're taking fucking screenshots.
I will absolutely melt this game. So if you are still up for that one, because you offered it on Twitter. You offered it on Twitter. But again, given the bullshit requirements that you have to even play it, so...
Oh, I mean, that's no problem. I mean, 192 gig of RAM is fine.
With Hanayama's commentary, it's going to take you like 2 years to get through the tutorial.
Yeah.
I will unleash absolute borderline hatred upon this vile trash.
This is the EFAB gaming of EFAB gaming, isn't it?
I suppose the trick is, how long does it take Tomby to get out of the tutorial? An adventure
without Hanayama raging? Probably.
Yeah, that's never going to happen. But I think it's probably going to take 2 or 3 streams just to complete a tutorial. As Hanayama's like, no, stop. What the fuck is this shit?
Did I miss the part where Assassin's Creed became Kingdom Hearts?
You have to bounce, don't you, Yanni?
Oh, yeah, in about 20 minutes I do have to bounce. But I did just want to say that I love that Enigma's dog is like perfectly a part of the channel now.
Yay!
Like, I am here too to take part in this conversation.
Oh, bless, like little smiles.
And viewers went up.
Yeah.
Whiskey's bringing in the viewers.
Yep.
Fuck yeah.
His name is Whiskey.
Yes, his name is Whiskey. I don't have a drinking problem, I swear.
No, I think it's great. Oh, he's a sweetie.
No, bless him. Right. Abe.
Yeah, so there's been a new breakthrough, not necessarily in terms of technological development, but in terms of the economics of the distribution of quantum computing. Now, when I mentioned previously that one of the biggest obstacles to form a global super AI, something that would... we are talking about Skynet at that point.
Yeah.
The biggest obstacle really is computational power and how it can be distributed. This seems to mark the first example of how everyday people can own a quantum computer.
Oh. Oh.
Now, at the moment, it's still limited to the kinds of tasks it can be performed because of the very nature of quantum computing itself.
Mm-hmm.
However, that is quickly going to mutate, I believe.
Mutation, you say?
Mm-hmm.
See, the other thing, I'm just trying to find it, but there's a computer company currently developing software chips that instead of uses copper for its interconnects on its CPU, they're actually using optical beams instead.
Yeah.
Which obviously, when you look at transfer rates between one set of transistors through to another using copper and an electrical signal versus the speed of light, it's an exponential growth in speed and computational power. It's insane.
It'd be like comparing, computationally speaking, it'd be like comparing a grain of sand to a star.
Yeah, Cos. What are you doing, you twat? Oh, God, he's going to walk over the freaking mixer. He almost did it.
The Captain Meow.
He almost did it this morning, and I was giving a bloody training presentation for bloody 2 hours. And no, it was Yanni. Yanni came in and jumped on the mixer. I'm like, waiting for fucking this to play.
Time 2 seconds from the top. 2 seconds from the top. I'm gonna lob it up.
Lucky enough, I was able to kind of like hoik her up in the air just as she was like tip tapping, and she's quite light because Yanni's tiny diddy little thing.
We're still
so Enigma knows that he's talking about his cat, not me.
Yeah.
Okay. So he knows.
Yeah. Apologies all. Yanni the cat. Yanni the cat.
We're still waiting for a full version of that and for you to release it into the charts, Jack.
Yes.
You could actually probably do the equivalent of as an ocean man.
Maybe.
That's a good shout.
I'm a tranny, you know what I mean.
You've got to get black, lesbian, female in there as well. And possibly black girl magic.
God. I think this is going to happen. It'll be beautiful.
So yeah, first multi-use optical quantum computing come in. Complaints, mathematical problems would take too far. Well, the thing is that some of the tasks they actually did some of the tasks quite recently. Google's quantum computer, and what would have taken brute force standard computers like 10 septillion years to complete was 5 minutes, and it was obscenely quick.
Yeah.
And the problem is, when this becomes more mainstream, cryptography on the planet falls over at that stage.
Yeah, pretty much.
It just...
Well...
it's new algorithms, isn't it, then?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not only that, but the way that these technologies are developing are starting to question what we understand reality to be. Because it's thought that the way that some of these machines now function in terms of their quantum capacities is that it might lend greater credence to the multiverse hypothesis.
I was going to say, didn't they accidentally discover multiverses with some of their testing? Or certainly it pointed towards.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
So with quantum entanglement, it's possible for, two things to be in positions across space and time. So if there are multiple parallel universes, computers like this could effectively be networking across dimensions.
Yeah.
And that's why they can accomplish things so quickly.
That's mind-blowing to think that is.
Yeah, it is. That's a little overwhelming.
They are just sitting there being like, I am speed.
but using those principles with quantum entanglement, and as far as I recall, that's not affected by distance.
No, it's
not distance, and also not time.
Correct.
Be able to send an actually instantaneous
data transmission.
Instant, an infinite amount of space.
Yeah.
Other people think that actually lends more credence to the simulation hypothesis as well.
The other thing
it's hacking the mainframe of the universe, man.
Yeah, the other thing to think about is Breakthrough Starshot as well. So if you haven't looked at Breakthrough Starshot, it's all about very, very small devices, trying to get them as fast as possible to travel into stellar distances with quantum entanglement in place between particle on Earth, particle on the Breakthrough Starshot device, so that they can relay instantaneous data, especially when it comes to sensors, when it goes to different solar systems, different areas where they can relay data instantaneously.
Yeah.
Breakthrough Starshots.
That would be insane.
Yeah. And what they were going to do as well is with these devices, because they're so small and they can basically apply a constant acceleration to them, get up to incredible speeds, they're actually going to release them in a staggered time in loads of different directions and basically create a mesh network, as it were, between all of these various devices. Fucking crazy. Absolute fucking craziness. We're living in wild times, guys. We're living in wild times.
Quite.
Yeah.
Yanni, I just want to bring up yours before you've got a diddly on.
Thank you.
I'm going to bail when Yanni goes as well.
Yeah, suck it. We don't care.
Did
that come out loud? Oh, shit. Damn it.
Yeah. Your Tourette's is showing
loud
again,
again.
mate.
Oh, I love it. No, thank you so much. It's kind of a ask for help / PSA going on. So we all know with the LA fires and all the horrible things going on there. One thing that always bugs me in things like this is how much animals are typically forgotten about. Now, this, of course, is I'm not saying that they're completely forgotten about, because the Pasadena Humane center has actually been receiving quite a bit of help, and in fact, they actually don't need any more kibble or anything, but what they do need is funding, and I got my little notes here to make sure that I don't forget anything. They do need funds. They also need like medicine and like unusual food supplies, so like prescription foods and everything. So if you are looking, if you would like to help out with everybody affected by the LA fires, I would like to reach out to people and say, think about the animals. There's a lot of pets and wildlife that have been affected by this and have been overlooked. And I'm not going to think about it too hard, otherwise I'll start crying because I'm a little bitch. So if you want to help,
But
I would
don't you
say
start crying, because if you do, I'll start laughing.
Do you know
God
Cosmo just came across the desk and started playing Return of the Sausages, and then then turned it off. Freaking look at him!
That's
Look at this
perfect.
little
Look at
twat behind me.
bullshit.
Look at this little shithead. Let's make myself bigger. Look, little tosser. Cosmo.
This is his show now.
Hey,
come on.
what are you doing? What are you doing? Do you want to go out? Dickhead.
You need a cat flap. You need a cat flap.
Yeah. Yeah, I need a little cat door for his office. Anyways, so yes, if you are looking to help, the Pasadena Humane Center is a good place to donate to. And if you are in the LA area and your animal is missing, please give them a call as well and let them know, because what they are doing is not only are there searches going on for missing pets, but people are bringing in animals, and they are actually keeping a list of animals that are currently missing and being looked for. And so if a pet is missing and they happen to find it, they'll already have your contact information. There's also a place for, sorry, they are vacuuming out in the hallway of my apartment complex, so I apologize.
You can't hear that.
Okay, good. Thank you. Another place that does need help is the Los Angeles Equestrian Center. They're not only taking horses, but they're taking larger animals, and they do need financial help as well as supplies, food, and whatnot. So they need the help as well. And then, yes, if also you're in the LA County, if you find any injured wildlife, call the wildlife helpline, and you can also call LA Animal Control if they're not available as well. So I just wanted to kind of shout them out, because like I said, in a lot of situations, the animals get overlooked, especially non-pet animals, or I guess any animals other than cats and dogs. So if animals get attention, it's usually cats and dogs. And so all other animals kind of get overlooked as well. So the Equestrian Center could use some help as well. So just wanted to kind of give them a shout out. And if you are looking to help out, that's the way to do it. With that said, I mean, we don't want all charity and resources all to go to this one thing, because of course there's always places need help all over the globe. But I just wanted to give them a quick shout out as well. So thank you.
Cool.
That was it. Yay.
No,
Help
worthy
out
causes.
the animals.
Worthy causes. I mean, at the end of the day, unlike some of the humans that live in some of these areas, because they're kind of dicks at times, animals have not done anything wrong for this. So, yeah, if you can do support where possible, it's not
and
mandatory,
microchip your
of
animals.
course.
That's the other thing.
Definitely,
microchip your pets.
Definitely get microchipped.
Yeah,
definitely get microchipped.
You got to do it. Whether they're indoor or outdoor, microchip your pets, because collars can fall off. So, yeah, thank you.
Hey, what? Hey, what?
Oh, my camera looks like shit.
My mum was telling me about a news story she saw the other day, and I found it fucking absolutely tragic. Some mother had a son who had multiple sclerosis, and she literally couldn't get him out of the house, and she ditched him.
Oh God!
She ditched him at the house because she couldn't. She literally couldn't get him out of the house. Like, she couldn't transport him out of the fucking house all on her own, and she ditched him. And I thought to myself, how fucking, like, just awful and wicked is that, right? Not only have you been abandoned by your mother, now you've got to actually sit there whilst you can do nothing and watch the flames licking up around the fucking house and then slowly taking the fucking house over. I don't care if that was my kid. I'd have fucking used every ounce of strength that I had, but more importantly, gotten out of there before the fucking flames came.
Yeah.
You've got a kid who's got MS. Do you know what I mean? And like you're just not gonna sit around when you know that there's fucking wildfires coming, are you? You're gonna get the fuck out of there. But no.
Nope. Oh my god.
It just shows people's true colors at times in situations like this, which is kind of sad.
I mean, I'm absolutely sure that she's heartbroken by it and traumatized by it because she had to leave her son behind.
Just want to hear horrific final moments of Brit-born former child star who died in an LA inferno. Disabled 32-year-old's mother tells of her agony at having to leave him in the fire-hit cottage because she was too frail. I'm sorry, there's fucking... Before it even fucking come close, you evacuate.
Yeah.
Right.
Before it even fucking gets near you, you evacuate.
Yep.
Cerebral palsy. Poor fucker.
Was it cerebral palsy, was it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, absolutely fucking terrible.
Whereas I think I heard a story about a gentleman who's I think his son, same thing. I don't recall the details.
Oh.
I wasn't able to read it over, but there was a gentleman who couldn't get his son out of there, and then I refuse to leave. I'm gonna stay here and die with you. If we can't move you, if there's no way I'm staying here.
I'm gonna highlight a couple of things on here because it's not as straightforward as you think as well, guys. Now, obviously, the first knee jerk is the mother's been a fucking bit of a cunt here. But if you have a look a little bit further down, Sally Sykes rushed to her local fire department after struggling to get through to emergency services to move her son from his home next to her property while flames surrounded the areas. She was suffering a broken arm at the time of the tragedy, meaning she had not been able to evacuate her 6'5" son. Now, that makes it even more tragic.
It does.
That actually makes it
that's fucking depressing.
proper. I mean, it's tragic that someone's lost their life anyway in that kind of state. This makes it massively tragic.
I mean, the fact that she has to drive like 400 meters to the next fire station to ask for help, and then they were being told there's no water. That's even more messed up. It's a little further down the line.
Yeah, it's also this section. He said, "Mum, leave me."
I was wondering.
And no mum can leave their own kid, and I've got a broken arm. I couldn't lift him. I couldn't move him. He was my baby, and he died needlessly. Guess what? Didn't work. 9/11. All her phones were down. She drove 400 meters down to a local fire station and was told they had no water. Irrespective of having no water at all, they should have fucking gone to evacuate him.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
A couple of blokes could have picked him up and taken him out of the house.
Yeah. I mean, he's not a small chap.
No.
He's not a small chap.
But then you juxtapose that situation with the statements by the DEI assistant fire chief, who was like, "Oh well, if you get yourself into that situation, then that's not my fault."
So sorry, but you got yourself in the wrong situation.
Yeah, you're just born into the wrong body, and you're the wrong colour skin, and you can't help yourself. But that's your fault. So fuck you.
Do you know? Do you know the only thing that I would have done if I was in this position? There's a swim. Fucking hell! What the fuck was that?
Yeah,
there's a swimming pool there. There is a swimming pool there. Get a towel, wet the towel, put the towel over your head. If you've got a fire blanket, put that over your head. But get in that fucking water and stay in it.
Nah, I'd have just popped him. Pulled out my gun and popped him rather than let him burn alive.
That too.
Poor fucker.
And I'd probably have to pop myself as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to live with that.
Yeah, she's gonna be in a right fucking mess. Yeah, she is. She's in a right fucking mess.
Yeah.
For the rest of her days.
Yep.
Yeah, there's so much tragedy going on there, and obviously this isn't the only place where there's tragedy happening, but it's just, it's awful.
There's so much stuff going on in the world where you ask yourself, like, is this more than divine intervention at this point? Like, it is just beyond messed up. Yeah. And the ironic thing is, Hollywood was making fun of God like a few days before the fires, and some people were like, "Yeah, that's what you get for mocking God." And I'm like, I don't think it's just God. It's just like Mother Nature being a bit of a cruel mistress at the same time too.
Yeah.
Because they have unusually strong winds as well, which doesn't help with the fires either. Even for California, that was unusually strong. So
And no matter what, you don't like the person, but you never celebrate this kind of tragedy. You never say that's what you get. It's just, I'm sorry, I can't stand by the Mark Hamill having any loss or anything. Well, haha, it sucks to be you. Maybe you shouldn't have been a dick. It's like, dude, if you lose your home, it's gonna affect you, and all the tragedy going on around a lot of these things. You don't celebrate that, no matter what. So
did you see that video of Russell Brand earlier? He was at Mar-a-Lago with Mel Gibson, and like they're doing some kind of panel thing, and like you can hear Mel Gibson. He's looking at his phone, and he leans into Russell Brand. He's like, my house is literally burning down right now, and like Russell Brand says something to him. You can barely hear him, but then Mel Gibson is like, no, my house in Malibu, it's burning down right now.
Yeah.
Russell Brand's come a long way.
Yeah, he really
like he used to be a hardcore leftist twat.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He used to be just freaking womanizing, drugs, drink, rock and roll, and all of that good stuff. And he was just a bellend. But he has changed massively. Whether it's a grift or not, he has.
That's what happens when you marry Katy Perry.
Yeah.
Somebody check on Orlando Bloom every once in a while. I think he might need it.
Are they married? I don't keep up on celebrities. I'm sorry.
He's still together with her. But
right, guys, I'm gonna have to get off because I'm old and I'm gonna.
Yeah. Greg, anything coming up? No. See ya.
No.
Bye.
Love you, Greg. Bye.
Love you guys.
Good to see you, mate.
That's great. You take care.
Oh, that's funny.
So yeah,
all right, now he's gone.
The smell's gone. Fucking finally. Mate, all I could smell was piss and vinegar. It's like some fucking poor fucker's been steeping in cabbage.
That was me.
All right. I've swapped ends now. That's why I can't smell it. Yanni can smell it though. It's wafting up. Did you just try and fart on his head?
Yes.
Yes.
Fucking cupcake.
I mean, no.
Fucking Dutch oven. Fucking.
Funny old thing.
I thought this was fucking genius.
This is genius.
I should probably head out too.
Yep.
Actually. I'm sorry before we get into it.
So let's get Yanni going on the way. Yanni, let's do Pine and Cauldron first.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, if you are interested in any fine hand-dyed yarns, please check out pineandcauldron.com. Here is like an example of something. You probably can't see it because the quality is absolute shit for some reason right now. Here's some pumpkin spice if anybody is interested.
It does look nice.
Thank you. I absolutely love this color. Let's see here. So yes, pineandcauldron.com for small batch hand-dyed yarns and some patterns. There's more coming out soon, and working on some fun stuff on the back end. So more to come there. Very excited. Let's see here. Oh, and with the Pine and Cauldron yarn, I have been working on a little sweater for baby nerd takes. I figured during the chin wag, I will be knitting for baby nerd takes. So this is the very, very start of a sweater. Doesn't look like it yet, but we have a very start of a baby sweater. So we'll work on it more next week. Let's see here. Thank you. And I guess other than that, I got Yarn Witch Live, been playing some games, and that's been fun. And in a little less than a half hour, I will be over on King Dolphin TV and will be interviewed over there. And this Friday, I will be on B-Roll Stage, Adam Gray's show, and I'm very excited for both. So yeah, and
good for you, love.
Yeah,
damn, you're popular.
Well, sorry, Dan.
There she is. There she is.
This is again.
If only she would remember to tweet. If only she would remember to tweet her tweet.
Oh, you guys are great. Thank you guys so much. Much love to you all. You guys are amazing. So, yes. Thank you.
Talk to you soon, Yarny. Thank you.
All
Yeah, you
right,
take
guys
yourself,
take
Yarny.
care. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Cheerio. Cheerio.
Well, the meme persists. Doom runs on literally everything. That's basically what the story is.
Oh shit. Yeah, she's gone.
Right, now that girl's gone.
Yeah.
Women.
Now it's a sausage fest. Oh,
Goddamn woman.
Goddamn.
I'm glad she's gone. That fucking smell wafting down. Oh. Oh, hey.
I was just about to say, shut your breath, your leg stinks. Your fucking breath stinks. He's like, no, don't want to do that. She's going to fucking message me in a minute and say, don't be a twat.
Yep.
No, she's going to send me a message on Discord. You're so mean. I'm like,
Yeah, but that would mean Yanni actually remembers to use Discord. No, you get a message on Twitter.
no, I get messages on Discord. I'm special, you see. Special needs.
I do get messages on Discord from every once in a while too. But yeah, the meme persists, folks. Doom runs on literally everything.
Yep.
Now we got Doom being ported to a PDF file, and I'm actually talking an actual PDF, not the ones you the ones you were assuming.
Yes.
Yeah, but one highly dedicated high school student managed to port the highly influential game from 1993 onto a PDF file, and it has been played in the past, and it's like 25 giant text files essentially of text just running Doom. The sheer concept of it is pretty funny. There's even like a brief little video on the GitHub page, which actually shows like the intro of the game. Oh yeah, you have the image right there. And I think it's absolutely amazing to like do this kind of stuff, you know. And like I said, the beam persists. Doom runs on everything. You got it running on the Nintendo alarm clock. Now this thing, you got it running on like a little bacteria cell just a couple of months ago. So yeah,
a bacteria cell.
It's like some kind of cell. It was kind of funny. It actually did work.
I remember the pregnancy test. Ran on a pregnancy test.
The pregnancy test was pretty funny too. Yeah. And I mean, if you think about it, Doom is a 320x200 resolution game. It's like very fucking small.
I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it. Fuck me.
Go.
This is actually that's poetry in motion right there. Okay. Hey, Modest, can you do that for Wolfenstein so I can actually play the original Wolfenstein?
I had no idea a PDF file could run code, so I'm just confused how it's
enabled.
Yeah.
Yeah, fucking Jesus. JavaScript enabled, everything.
It's amazing.
New game. Enter.
YouTube plays Doom PDF when. Honestly,
what is there even left to emulate it on?
Beer cans. Car keys. Could you imagine playing Doom on a car key?
Wait a minute. How the fuck did they get it to run on a pregnancy test?
That's beyond me, mate. I have no idea. I'm
pretty sure they took an ESP32, which wouldn't be in the pregnancy test. They just shimmied it in, and then they just put a small OLED device in there to then.
It was a pregnancy test with 32 gigs of RAM and a 4090.
Yeah, pretty much.
Wait.
But did it have generated frames?
Probably.
Yeah.
Not.
You never know.
Fuck. Yeah. Right. Okay. Which episode? Knee deep in the dead. The shores of hell. Right. I'm going. Let's go. I'm too young to die at the minute. Mate, this is insane.
That was the last minute thing too. I just thought I was like, yeah, I need to talk about this because the sheer idea of a Doom running on a PDF is funny to me.
Holy fuck, man!
And it runs smooth too, which is kind of surprising.
Yeah, considering what it is and how it's being graphically processed, that is relatively smooth, even if it's like 15 frames a second.
Yeah,
it's fucking insane, man.
And still better than 90% of the games that come out today.
If you're interested in this, guys, I'm going to pop a link into the chat real quick. It's on GitHub. You can get it there. But yeah, do yourselves a favor and play it. It is an absolute delight.
There's also the direct link as well there, guys.
Tomby, can you tell me how big the file is, please?
How big the file is?
The file that you opened.
Well, the thing is, I can actually download it. 6.2 meg.
What?
And and it runs locally, and it runs a hell of a lot better locally. Oh shit! Let me just share this. This is now locally on my machine. That's running reasonable frame rate.
Insane.
Fucking hell.
If you run down the list of things that this has been ported on, we have PDF documents, we have a fucking fridge, alarm clocks, car stereos of things, pregnancy tests. Well, strongly modified pregnancy tests, I should say. It is insane how that works.
Yeah.
Didn't somebody remodel the built-in GPS from like a BMW or something to run it on?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I think that's
Tesla as well.
Yeah, and the anti-Tesla one, yes.
Yeah.
So the built-in GPS monitors were reconfigured to play Doom.
Right, conscious of time, and we need to start wrapping things up.
Yes.
Let's lead out with this little glorious bit that someone linked to me. Let's make some noise.
Jeremy releasing game as far as new intro.
Classic.
Hey, Jack.
Absolutely fantastic. Right, we're going to go round the horn. So what we'll do, let me swap Smooth there. Enigma can go last. So, Jack, anything coming on the horizon, my friend?
No.
Apart from yourself.
Next.
Roger. I won't even get your banner out. No, fuck it. Have your banner. Pirate times.
You know it's all one word.
Spac Talad.
Jacques Talad.
Yeah. I just wanted to put up there.
Got to say it really quickly. Jacques Talad.
Jacques Talad.
He is the tariest man alive. Do you know what?
Anyway, you can catch me on Twitter. There you go, at Jack Tarlad. You can all... Go on.
Donc quoi?
Did he die?
No, I didn't. I just hold him really still.
You fucking
I'm so fucking funny. I'm good at that game. I'm like Drax. I go invisible.
Cheeky dick waffle.
I actually included Jack on my intro on this Sunday Spotlight as well.
Did you?
I did.
Oh, thank you.
I made a nice special intro with all of the small streamers and creators on it.
Oh, thank you, mate. I appreciate that.
Enigma was on there as well. Smooth DJ was.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Abe wasn't. Hanayama isn't.
No.
Not yet.
They've got to get off their asses and start fucking streaming. With that said, Abe, what you got coming up? You on pub this weekend?
Yeah, I'll be at the pub on Saturday. I'll be around tomorrow night as well for the gaming. I was just going to say, Jack, aren't you? You're going back to streaming soon, aren't you?
Shut up.
That's what you wanted to go back to Vice City, wasn't it? GTA.
Yeah, it's a nice idea and everything.
Yeah.
Maybe one day.
Did you know what? One of the things that I have been conscious about is that I haven't put out any content in well over a month now, maybe even 2 months, and you're still paying for a fucking subscription on my Rumble page.
Yeah.
So
right.
I mean, if you want that $1 back, you can have it, mate. Because I just, you're the only subscriber to my Rumble. Get yourself something nice, love. There you go.
Get yourself a bus
Get
ride
yourself
home,
a-
you dirty slag.
Well, I'd also like to say a shout out to our good friend Luke, who lost his dad recently, straight after Christmas.
Yeah.
Who?
Yeah, F's in the chat. F's in the chat.
Korolowicz.
Luke Korolowicz. Yeah, bless him.
That's
he's
a
actually
shame.
he's actually coping quite well with it. He has done a number of streams which we've all jumped on, just to obviously give him our best wishes. And we certainly jumped onto his channel when I found out about it. I shared it in Yanni's chat, and everyone did the right thing and jumped over to his channel and just gave him a bit of a best wishes and a boost, which he actually did appreciate. Let me highlight Smoothie DJ.
Hi, what's up? Yeah, Baldur's Gate week is going to continue tomorrow. I finally beat Catholic Form's ass today, so that was actually quite a delight after the frustration I had with it yesterday. Other than that, probably Thursday Mayhem tomorrow. We're not quite sure what we're playing tomorrow. Is it Marvel or is it Party Animals?
Party Animals.
Oh, yeah. We're looking forward to that. Kicking some butt. Friday, Baldur's Gate as well. Saturday, probably no stream. Sunday, probably Final Fantasy 14. We'll see.
Yeah. Cool.
Other than
Looking
that,
forward to
just
it.
follow me on the channels down below in the banner. And also give Nerdy Neo a follow. We want to get him to 500 by the end of the year. So,
yeah, because the thing is, Nerdy Neo is just criminally under fucking represented.
I have no idea how this man doesn't have like 3,000 subs at the very least.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nerdy
I'm constantly
Neo's,
seeing his short.
Yeah.
Nerdy Neo's links there in chat, guys. Do us all a
Great
solid.
content creator.
Right. I'm just going to make Smooth Midgety small again. If you're going to go pop across to Nerdy Neo's link, make sure you comment on a video, like a video, and leave ideally a message in chat or anything to solidify that subscription. Because what you'll find, and I'm finding it constantly at the minute, is I'll go up 2 or 3, maybe 5 subs, and the next day it's all back down again because the only interaction you're getting is that subscription. It's not enough for the YouTube algorithm to not class you as a bot. So pop across, leave a comment, minimal of a comment before you hit the subscribe. And it's got to be before you hit the subscribe.
Correct.
Otherwise, it don't count.
Yep.
Right. Hariyama, what you got coming up?
I mean, what got I coming up? Flaming people on Twitter, basically the usual business. But since we are on the watch party on Saturday, so that's gonna happen. And potentially before that, if Stilek is up for it and he is streaming Warframe on Saturday, I might very, very well be joining him in session. So because for right now, again, like the last 3 days, the PC has not died when I've played Warframe. So it's run perfectly ever since the Windows update. So if that streak continues, and if Stilek is streaming Warframe on Saturday, I will hop in session and help him grind some stuff out, grind some mods, and get some updates in. And then the absolute mayhem is gonna ensue if poor old Stilek and the gear that he has right now then gets compared to me, who has played the game for almost 13 years and has over 10,000 hours in it. Yeah, that's gonna be a thing.
No, it's just nice to hear that you're going to be able to play the PC and play some games again. Give yourself some entertainment.
I mean, again, like I've said this at the before we went live, but over the last 3 days, I have accumulated 45 hours of gameplay.
Yep,
crazy.
Yeah. What else am I going to do with my time? Like, I have literally nothing to do. So, fuck yeah, I get to game again. Oh, and Dawn of Mutilation, you can bet your ass we're going to do Steel Path runs, because Steelek actually completed the star chart, so we can do both arbitration missions, and we can run Steel Path and get this man some gear.
Here's the question, though. Will you bring the yellow paint for Steelek?
there will be no yellow paint. He will just need to follow the trail of bodies.
Yes. Ideally.
Because there will be nothing but wanton destruction as soon as I hit the fucking star chart.
Yeah.
No,
right.
literally, there will only be destruction where I walk.
Yes, sir.
So over to our special guest. Thank you very much indeed, Enigma. What have you got coming up? Where can people find you? What do you do?
Well, thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate you guys having me here. I had a lot of fun. I stream every weekday, Monday through Friday. Now, I live outside of Chicago, so everything I'm going to say is Central Standard Time, Chicago time. I stream Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to noon, and then I take a lunch break, come back at 1 till 5 p.m. Currently doing Diablo 4, and you can find me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube at Evil Enigma. All of it. It's all Evil Enigma, EVILENYGMA. And do Borderlands. Borderlands 4 comes out. I'm totally doing Borderlands 4 because I love Borderlands. But it's all Diablo right now, and I do plan on having original content on my YouTube channel just as soon as I get a new logo. So, guys, follow, come over and say hi. I'm a jerk, but I'm not that bad of a jerk. So.
You are not worse than us, so it's fine.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I was going to say you're
specifically not worse than me, so it's good.
Well, I actually have evil in my name, so I mean, it's right there.
Yeah, you have evil in your name, but you are not German Japanese combination evil.
No, that's true. That's true. I'm not that kind of evil. I'm not that bad. I'm lawful evil.
Yeah, I'm chaotic evil.
I'm usually chaotic as well.
I'm chaotic evil.
I'll feed you, give you new clothes, a whole 9 yards, show you how I'm going to do my evil plan, and then I'll put you in a slow-moving, easy-to-do escape death device, assuming everything goes to plan. That's lawful evil.
Cool.
And then execute the world for $1 million.
That's right. $1 million.
$1 million. Right, over to Tomby. Wrapping up, as usual, you'll find me playing some Baldur's Gate 3 in about 30 minutes. Tomorrow, the 2 T's with Tam returns, so make sure you pop in at 1900 UK times GMT, followed by some Party Animals. This week it's going to be Party Animals with members and with the fellow streamers. Next week is back with Don't Starve. Following week, back with Marvel on the Thursdays. Fridays, some GTA, depending on if the boys are around, and if not, we'll be playing some more, probably Marvel's Rivals or some World of Warcraft with Tam. Subscribe to Tomby and all that good stuff. Links down below. You'll find all of the socials for everybody on the panel today in the description as well. And with that, we are going to bounce. Thank you very much indeed to the chat. It's been an absolute pleasure as always for all of the comments and the time spent with us this evening. And we shall catch you on the next Hump Day Chinwag next week, which will be on the 22nd. Ciao for now, guys.
Bye, folks.
Ciao.
Bye.